have a second monitor for a reason. Watch it screw everything up though when I plug this in.
It says we're live.
That's fine.
Oh, we are live. Good.
Yeah, we're live.
I'll
Oh, I got a notification for it. So fancy.
Good. Surprise, you're live.
Surprise, here I am.
Where did my phone go? Oh, there it is. I'll monitor chat as per.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Because I was just gonna say like I could open up chat, but
No, I'll monitor it.
Thanks.
I am, in fact, what's it called? Moderator. I'm a moderator for a reason.
Okay, cool.
Although I'm gonna do some stuff first on my channel.
That's fine.
I think I can post a thing, like just a text saying I'm live streaming here, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Maybe. I think if you have 1,000 subs, you probably can.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Quick, I need 4 people to subscribe to me right now.
Do it.
In discussion? Do you think if I put it in discussion? What does discussion do?
I don't know. Maybe? Is that an option for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have home, videos, playlists, channels, discussion, and about.
I'm wondering if like now would be the perfect moment for me to sign off on my vlog and just be like, oh, this is streaming now. Bye.
Yeah, it would.
Just like that too, right?
Yeah.
Bye.
Upload a quick video that says I'm live streaming. I think I have an announcement saved somewhere.
I might just sound like I'm talking to myself, so don't mind me. I'm really awkward.
I love you anyway.
So right now I'm just recording the screens as like B-roll, so people can see my setup.
Did you like your own live stream? A live stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you like your own live streams?
No.
Don't you like your own work? Don't you like what you do?
I don't typically like it. No.
You notice it on Twitter? Because it always shouts out whatever I like now because I linked the two.
Oh, yes, I have noticed that.
I'm trying to think of how I'm going to sign off.
And this is Mackenzie signing off.
This is me making really weird faces into a camera. Oh, Caden's here. Hello, Caden. Welcome. We're just getting started. I'm going to sound like I'm signing off, but I'm not really. I'm actually recording because I'm attempting to start vlogging, but we'll see. We shall see. Alrighty, guys. So I'm actually ending the night now with some live streaming with my friend TheFirebelly, and so I'm going to wrap it up for today's vlog. The next vlog you'll see might include stuff from my graduation day and possibly some other events that happen later this week. So talk to you guys later. Bye.
That wasn't awkward.
No, you don't think so?
No.
Cool.
I mean, especially since it's your first vlog.
Thanks. I also forgot to just ask, like, because I was going to ask what people wanted to see and stuff, but
yeah, it'll be fine.
I can ask that next time. So it's
fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
At one point, I had a live stream call. Where did it go?
What are you doing, friend?
Oh, live stream announcement. There we go. There it is. Found it.
I'm actually going to have to turn on the audio on these parts because, like, it's so loud I couldn't hear your voice.
Oh, sorry.
What's the coolest thing ever is having 2 screens set up.
Honestly, that has been the best thing ever for live streaming.
Hasn't it, though? Like, because I've got, on my large screen, I've actually got opened up the stream, like what it looks like from Google Hangouts and a pop-out chat.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I won't always be looking at it. So I see that Caden's here, or was here, around.
There.
I mean, it's pretty laggy
video
still, but cool. Thanks, friend. Ooh, that was loud.
Yeah, usually when I stream, I put OBS on my smaller monitor and put Final Cut on my bigger one.
Right, which is what I usually do too, but I was just thinking, like, I don't know, it might be easier for me to just look at my laptop screen with how close it is, where it's different when I was drawing and animating because then I wanted to have the tablet in front of me and the keyboard to my side.
That's fair.
With this, I kind of want the keyboard right in front of me, and otherwise then I have to have screen in front of screen. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like having, even just to have the large screen is like, but I'm sure like if I move this over to here, yeah, it looks beautiful to look at on the large screen, but probably shouldn't.
Woo. Trying to, there we go. Got a pop-out chat in your screen then on my laptop at the moment, and I've got my Final Cut.
Cute.
Over here. Although I feel like my Final Cut's gonna be loud.
I'm gonna text Rachel and see what she's doing.
I know what she's doing. She's joining our stream.
Woo!
Oh, I think I'm gonna work on my Icarus MEP.
Woo. Yeah, we'll see. She might actually be, now that I think about it, they have like a Dungeons and Dragons night once a week, and I can't remember if that's Thursday night or Friday night. It might actually be Friday nights.
We were supposed to play Dungeons and Dragons tonight, but one of our players has a migraine, so that...
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No, it's unfortunate because this was supposed to be like our last session of the school year.
No.
Now, since Mara's leaving on Sunday, we either have to do it tomorrow or we're not finishing the campaign.
Oh.
Which would suck because we've been playing the same campaign all semester, but it'll be fun.
What's surprising, I've never played Dungeons and Dragons or any form of the game like that before.
I mean, I don't think that's all that surprising. I hadn't played it until I got here. And by here, I mean college.
Yeah. Oh, I want to play it sometime to at least try it, but Kaylee's always just like, well, you know, my brother has it, but it takes so long to set up, it's not worth it. I'm like, I don't know. Like, if we scheduled to do it regularly, it might not be so bad. But
it's really not the setup that's hard. It's learning how to play is kind of rough, and then you need somebody who's played before to like run it.
Okay.
That's kind of rough too.
Yeah, I could see that.
So what footage are you going to use for that last part there?
Well, I need anime, right? That's the last step.
Do you want to tell the lovely viewer what we're working on or what you're working on?
Okay. So anybody who's interested, Taylor, TheFirebelly, and I are actually working on a collab right now. Actually, it's moving along quite quickly compared to previous collabs. I mean, we did start this several months ago, but neither of us started to edit it for quite some time. So this is to the song Dark Blue by Jack's Mannequin. Yes, Jack's Mannequin.
Yes.
And so with each of our parts, they're about 12 seconds long, but each part has to be in a different medium. So one has to be animash, one has to be live action, and one has to be anime. So yeah, just something to switch it up and force us to edit with things that maybe we wouldn't think to edit or we don't usually edit with. Like, I don't typically do live action. I usually stick to animation anime. So it's kind of a nice change of pace to be forced to use like Harry Potter, you know? It's not something I would have thought of before. Then I'm like, well, what do I already have downloaded? I'm like, well, I have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I'm like, oh, that actually kind of works. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm using, for my live action, I'm using Thor 3, which I have like 10,000 projects going right now. Most of them involve Thor 3.
Yay. Sorry, I'm just texting my mom real quick.
I'm texting my mom too.
Really?
Yeah, they're on their way home from the Fisher Theater.
Oh.
They went to a play tonight. They're so fancy.
So fancy. Nick's parents go to see plays all the time too. And I'm just like, I want to go see plays.
Well, we got season tickets for the Fisher because, okay, so here's the thing. We were smart because Hamilton's coming to the Fisher Theater next season. Mm-hmm. And if you're a season ticket owner this season, you get first dibs at tickets for next season.
Nice.
So we became season ticket holders for the sole purpose of eventually getting Hamilton tickets.
Awesome. I would take that deal all day, though. Like, because then you get to go see a bunch of other stuff.
No, yeah. I mean, granted, they get to see all of it because I'm, here.
Right.
But so far, what they've seen, they've really enjoyed. So,
dude, I could use Pokemon.
Do it.
Pokemon, the first movie. That's anime, right? It is anime. It's
Yeah, I call that anime.
Because this is what I already have in the program. I have Kiki's, Pokemon the first movie, Princess Mononoke, and Spirited Away are my loaded up animes right now. Unless I go to TV shows, I might also have FMA, more Pokemon. I'm not gonna count Korra as anime.
Rude.
I'm sorry, it's not. It's American. It's not really anime. It has an anime style to it, but it's not. I'm
really hoping that my audience, when I just inevitably have switch over to Loki and Avengers for the next few projects, don't get mad.
Right.
But it's fine.
I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh, you were asking what lyrics I had. Let me see.
My mom just texted me back and said, that's because you have good parents. Oh, she must be watching the stream.
Is she really?
She must be. Or she was at one point. I don't know if she still is.
Oh my god.
Because I was talking about the season tickets and my mom goes, that's because you have good parents.
No. Hi, Mrs. Petrowski.
I don't know if she's still there. I hope she is.
I'm saying hi anyways. Okay, so my lyrics so far are dark blue, if you've ever been alone. And then the last line is, you know, I think.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Yep.
I have the ending of the you know, I think.
Yeah, I think I also a little bit. Dark blue.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I have a slowly fading out piano exit that has absolutely nothing that I can do.
It's a good challenge because I mean, like, my intro for my Animash part is literally like music for half of it, and then it starts the lyrics, and I'm like, oh well, done with Animash. Like I get, I have you breathing down my neck, and that's all I get. It's like, okay, well, that was fun using Brother Bear for all of 2 seconds. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, what?
My mom says hi back. She said so. She must still be.
Hi. I have to be up at 8. I mean, it's not that early compared to.
Why are you here?
I mean, it's only 11.
Only.
If I'm in bed by 2, I'm fine.
You live a much braver life than.
Oh, and I mean, to be honest, I'm going to be awake till Kaylee's back.
Yeah, when is she? She's still on a date, you said?
Yeah, she went to go see Avengers tonight on her date.
Oh.
Yeah, because she went over Wednesday night and they watched Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, that's the best one. That's my favorite.
And so now she's out on another date. And then he leaves Sunday to go back home to Virginia for forever.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah, I feel bad. She's been pretty bummed out about it because she like really likes him, but
well, she can just move to Virginia.
That's why I say like this is the perfect excuse to go to grad school.
Yeah, go to grad school in Virginia. I'll take her room.
It's perfect. It's a match made in heaven. You're moving in with me, right? Right.
Your family's house. Don't mind me.
Right. She's like, oh, I see how it is. You replace me when I leave. I'm like, you're leaving for 9 weeks. What do you want me to do other than invite people here to stay in your room? Because, I mean, granted, half that time I'm going to be gone too.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
I couldn't take a month in this house by myself.
That's fair.
So I'm sure I'll just have like a bunch of you guys just like in and out from time to time. Just like
here I am,
insane.
Living the dream.
Oh, what should I use for my part?
I don't know. I'm re-listening to Icarus too, and I feel I've made a mistake.
Oh.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
That's fine. I'm trying to think of what fits. Dark blue. If you've ever been alone, you know.
Yeah, your only real substantive part there was the Harry Potter part.
Yeah, wasn't it? I used it on Harry Potter. I mean, it didn't turn out awful.
No, I like it a lot.
Thanks. What was the hardest part to work with?
But
Was the sequence when he's got the sorting hat on and it's turning.
oh yeah, how'd you do that?
That's actually it's a reversed clip.
Oh,
and
is
it's
it?
its own nested clip, and it's like sped up to like 800% for the first half of it, and then to 200% for a little bit, and then to regular speed to try to get that whoosh feeling. But
It's cool. I like it a lot.
thanks. I still wanted it to do a little bit. I wanted it to be a little bit smoother than it is, but
I think it looks fine.
It's fine. Thanks.
No, I like that a lot. I noticed that it did that too. So it's not like it's a.
Yay, good.
You know how sometimes you put a lot of work into like things like that.
And trust me, I know. All the times that I like mask characters out so I can just have text like edge just behind them.
Oh yeah.
Like, I was always so happy, like, when Rachel would notice that. Like, she's like, oh, you did that? I'm like, thank you, because nobody else has said anything, and I was worried.
Like, I put my heart and soul into this.
Like, I spent 3 hours cropping out this character, and no one said anything. Oh.
Well, I'll be sure to note when I notice things more often.
Thanks. Like, the one that comes to mind is, like, I really liked the work that I did in, Alleluia for your birthday video.
Oh yeah.
Where it's just very, very subtle text work. But like if I could do that with all of my stuff from now on, that would be like my dream come true. Like to just do that's like the style I want to really invoke is very subtle text, but not so much with this Harry Potter thing. I don't know. I like when I can get text to fit in the environment and like hide in the environment.
I just have a struggle getting text. Because a lot of times I change frames more than I change text, and so I have a struggle getting text that fits in more than one shot. You know?
I feel it. I get you.
Playing my Harry Potter game again.
Oh yeah, I need to check on that. Of course, my energy's not full, so why bother right now?
Well, I'm in the middle of a thing, and so like I'm trying to get all the stars.
All the stars.
All of them.
All the stars. If you've ever been alone, you know. Then it could fit Kiki.
Yeah, Kiki would work. I've not seen Princess Mononoke, so I can't help you on that.
You should watch it.
I want to. It's just, every time I go and look for it anywhere, I can't find it.
Well, then you'll have to come over and we'll watch that and a couple other of like the Miyazaki films.
Okay, if we're watching those, though, we gotta watch Thor 3 and Infinity War.
We'll have to have a couple different movie nights then.
You'll like Thor 3. That one's funny.
Do I skip Thor 2 or do I have to?
I mean...
Because it's important stuff, I'm assuming, right?
Not really.
The only thing, like... Because I'm trying to remember what I remember of Thor 1, and all I remember is that his romance was, like, really rapid.
Yeah.
Because it was a shorter superhero movie, and like it happened in like 2 scenes. I was like, wait, what? He's sad about leaving her. He barely knows who this woman is.
Yeah, so essentially what happened was Thor was like the least profitable and least developed and least liked of the Avengers.
Really?
And so they got a new, basically a whole new creative team on him for Thor 3. So it's completely different. Like, I mean, besides Thor and Loki, no one really shows up from any of the other movies. It's like an entirely different cast.
Interesting.
With different characters and a different director. And they just have an overall different feel. Like, these ones are really funny, whereas the first 2 Thors weren't.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't really think it's really all that imperative.
I think Kaylee mentioned that, too, is that, you know, she's like, well, the movie couldn't decide if it was serious or funny, but I liked that it was funny. So. Yeah,
so it, which is kind of turned into what the stereotypical like Marvel humor is like it'll just be all of a sudden super serious, but then have these really lighthearted moments. So I don't think it's necessary to see Thor 2 necessarily.
Okay. I'm sure you could just fill me in with some of the stuff and it would be fun.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's only a few things from Thor 2 you really desperately need.
The only other thing that sticks out in my mind, because I think it's part of Avengers when Loki like is terrorizing that crowd of people on Earth.
That's Avengers.
Yeah, I think that's the only part of the Avengers movie I saw too.
Okay, yeah, you need to see that too.
Okay, Because I think I saw part of it. What were we watching it like on tour or something?
Yeah, we probably did.
I think it was just like I couldn't hear what was going on, so I just took a nap instead.
Yeah, because we played it in band. Remember, we played the theme.
Yeah.
And so I think we watched it on tour because we played the theme.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think it was.
Good then.
Anyway, yeah, you should see that, and you should at least see Thor 3, because that one, my favorite.
Good. It's got your boy in it.
Got my boy. My boy and my adopted
where the unspeakable happens.
Stop. My boys.
Your boys.
Boys with a Z.
Your twin boys.
One's adopted.
I know they are, but they're in essence they're twins. They're twins.
Yeah.
They're twins. So Kiki or Spirited Away?
Oh. Ooh.
Yeah.
You used Kiki last, right? With your smile MEP?
Yeah.
So maybe do Spirited Away.
Okay.
It's been a while since you've done that one.
My cats are getting into random things. I might have to feed them real quick. Hang on a second.
Oh, good. I'll entertain the crowd.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if any of you have seen Infinity War. It's a good one. Don't trust all the spoilers you see online, because not all of them are true. But it's a good film. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm excited to see where they go from there. Should be a time.
I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Good. I entertained the crowd. I did it.
What wonderful things did you say about me?
Nothing, actually. I talked about adventures.
Rude. Rude. I don't know why, but it is rude. I swear sometime I'm going to start editing and not just listening to this clip over and over.
Yeah, I'm trying to mark out my Icarus part, and it's just also weird in the sense that, like, the beats of the song and the words are not the same.
This part of Dark Blue is so hard to edit. Like, I feel you already for that music part. Because I don't know what to show because I have no other context. Like, I haven't shown any part of this clip yet.
Well, what comes before that is my Thor part. So if you want to watch that.
Yeah, let me go back to that. Nobody else will be able to see it, unfortunately. But
don't give away the surprise.
It's a surprise. Surprise. Is it this one? I think it is. No, this was a smile one. I gotta go back further. Past the Ready as I'll Ever Be videos we were sharing. Oh, it's so obnoxious. Like, I love the song, but
it's a great song, but
just hearing it over and over is driving me up a wall. Like,
and it even wouldn't be that bad if they were all like really great like edits, but some of them are just like, this doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. They were just, and this makes me mad though, because the ones that even don't make any sense have like 50,000 views. I'm like, how?
Like the one with Kenai, that one was
Yeah. There's your fish picture, your fish bomber.
Hey, what?
The fish bomber that you told me the other morning that you're like, that's what I want to do for a living. It's like shoot fish out of an airplane. I'm like, that's nice. So like sitting at work just shaking my head. Like,
I was actually in class, I think, when I said that.
Of course you were.
I was in my social media class, and we were on social media because we had to look at the analytics or something, and that just showed up, and I almost started dying laughing, so I sent it to you.
Lord. Oh, goodness, it's playing two at the same time. What is going on? Here we go. Let me watch it. So it's after Thor, then?
Yeah, should be.
Why is there no sound? Oh, hang on a second.
I don't know.
Why'd you break it? There it is. That's loud. I wonder if I can find a shot just like that. So let me save. Because it's the brothers standing next to each other.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could seriously line that up with like.
I mean, why don't you just drag and drop my parts into here? I mean, you're the one putting the thing together.
Because I want you to send it to me in Mediafire.
Oh.
At some point.
I mean, I can do that well, but I don't have the other shot.
Yeah, whenever you're done with the text and stuff, like I just don't like having multiples of things on a computer because it's the setting as text drops the quality quite a bit. So like I don't know if you can see it on the stream right now. It's probably not as noticeable to you, but like,
no, it's not. Oh, look, it's my boys.
It's your boys. So that's the shot I'll start with. So how can I find the two of them standing next to each other? That'll be the question. Gosh, why don't we do this for all the parts where we had to line up the start and end with every one of them?
Okay, well, good luck with me trying to find a Thor shot that perfectly replicates Harry standing in a thing of fire.
Well, just the person standing right there. This is fine.
How did I start that part? I might.
Did you do that? Let me see. I'll let you know.
No, I got it open now.
No, it was pretty close. Because it was Thor with the lightning. And then it's a shot like Harry almost.
Oh, if I would have switched those two.
That's fine.
Rip.
Yeah, I'm missing a lot of story context for that part. Just like what happened to his eye. So, like, why does he look like his dad now? I don't understand.
Wait, what?
Thor is missing an eye like Odin was.
Oh, yeah, that happened. It's fine. He's fine. Walk it off.
Do I have to watch him get his eye gouged out? Please tell me.
No.
Okay, thank God.
I mean, obviously he does lose an eye, but it's not like you don't watch it be like plucked from his body.
Okay, good. Because did I tell you Nick made me watch some of Saw the other weekend?
Oh, I think you might have mentioned it.
So he's like, I told him because I made him watch Greatest Showman last time I visited. Said, okay, well, you get to pick whatever you want, and I'll just sit here and deal with it. He's like, ooh, he got all excited. And so he scrolls to the horror section of all the movies he has.
Oh, no.
And he jumps right to Saw, and he's like, here, I'm just going to skip to the middle of it to give you a feel for it, and you let me know how you feel. Like, he's thinking, oh, I'm going to go, oh, it's not so bad. It'll be fine. Oh, he skips this part where I'm assuming it's the girlfriend of the main character, at least some way related to him, is strapped into this device as it's rotating upward, and she's screaming bloody murder because what's in front of her are like 3 pipes, 2 positioned where her eyes would be and 1 where her mouth would be.
Oh.
So that she would rotate onto those. And the only way for the main character to stop that from happening is to put himself into this other device that like halts it by putting his shoulders underneath this lever. But in order to do that, like the machine then reaches forward and stabs him in the gut with 2 large spears. And so like he's like trying to. What kind of
videos is your boyfriend watching?
He likes horror movies, and I don't understand why. And so I'm like cringing and looking away, and it's dramatic because he can't stand the pain, but he wants to save her, and like he's trying to save her, and she slowly inches forward. And it's like 3 minutes of this nonsense. Before Nick turns to me, he's like, do you think that I would get stabbed for you to save your life? I'm like, let's not even ask this question right now. What is this question? Like, I don't want to think about, like, I felt sick the rest of the night. We ended up watching Olympus Has Fallen, which wasn't as bad, but it was still like, I don't mind action movies, but it was still pretty like, I'm not a graphic person. Like the amount of graphicness you get in Harry Potter and like the Chamber of Secrets, that's where I want to leave it. Like,
no, yeah. I mean, he does lose an eye because you can see he loses an eye, but it's not like you don't. Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, well, because the thing with Saw ended, he couldn't save her, of course.
Right.
So you got to see that happen.
And
then later, he's trying to help this old man who's like, his neck has been like chained in this weird way, and he's been blindfolded too, and he has to walk across these planks of wood to escape this area he's in, and he doesn't have the key, so the guy tries to throw him the key and he misses grabbing it, and he loses his balance and falls and hangs himself. So
good.
So then I was done with the movie. Spoilers for Saw. I think Nick's just trying to help. He's like, well, like, let's cure you of this fear that you have. Like, there is no such thing as a cure for fear of horror or fear of roller coasters. Like, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. I can't think of a part where they're standing right next to each other. They're sitting right next to each other.
I mean, my part didn't end up lining up, so I don't think it's all that crucial.
I know, but I thought it would be really cool if like they got really close to like lining up, at least for one part. Excuse me, I'm gonna burp probably a bunch. And I just like chugged that mics. I'm fine. You're fine.
I'm fine. I'm doing great.
Grand.
Kind of warm though.
Warm.
Yeah.
What is this warmth you speak of?
I don't know.
Did you guys get a bunch of rain yesterday or earlier today?
Yesterday.
Okay, because it poured and it also hailed today, and it's 40 degrees outside. Yeah, it hailed. It was 40 degrees outside.
I mean, it rained here. It thunderstormed a lot too, but it didn't hail.
Okay. I feel like I'm just gonna have to watch this movie over and be like, oh yeah, this is where the part they're standing next to each other, but maybe they don't ever.
Yeah, I rewatched Guardians of Gahul so I can use it for editing.
Nice. It's as good of an excuse as any to rewatch movies.
Yeah. 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 The books were so much better. The books were so much better.
Like I said, I ended up getting a book that's late in the series, and I realized it was late in the series, so I never read it.
Yeah,
I got it from this Scholastic book orders.
Oh yeah.
I thought it would be the first one, but it wasn't. Horribly.
Yeah,
oh wait. Oh. No. Yes. Something along these lines in here. So let's grab this whole thing. Wow, that's a lot of clip.
Yeah, the first book is called The Capture, and so the first book alone only goes from when they escape from St. Aggie's. Okay. Like that place where they get it captured. And then the second book is literally just them getting to the tree. Yeah, I don't think they even get to the tree until like the third or fourth book.
Okay.
And then like there's just so much more detail, obviously. And it's just so much better.
I don't want to show the pigs.
Goodbye, you don't want to show the pigs.
Goodbye, piggies.
The first Thor movie, Chris Hemsworth looks so tiny. He's so small.
I mean, that lines up pretty well. I mean, the characters standing side by side.
Yeah, they're just a bit bigger than my boys.
Great. So when I get your part, I'll make a zoom transition.
Oh, smart.
So it's like it's zooming into them, and then it'll come up to about this size.
Look at you, fancy.
I'm so fancy. I'm so fancy. You need to know I'm on the fast lane from LA to Tokyo. I like to pretend I can sing.
I've been listening through my new stream music to make sure that it like all works.
Yeah.
It's like 4 hours worth of music in one like track. And I'm like 2 hours in. 2 hours to go.
No, it's a really nice thought. I just thought because I'm not running like a stream music right now, I could monetize this if this was ever a big thing. You know?
You can't monetize it. You don't have 1,000 subscribers. YouTube says no.
Why, YouTube? Why? I could have made a whole 25 cents by now. After 10 years.
I don't even think it would have made 25 cents. I mean, when I started monetizing my stuff, I mean, the only stuff I can monetize would be this or other live streams and stuff. And I made 0.01 cents.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm so proud.
I'm basically a YouTuber, guys.
We're basically a real YouTuber now. So when you come home, we have to vlog together and do some other like video related stuff.
Put the vlog together?
Yeah, you have to be in my vlog so that I can be popular.
Why am I the authority of being popular?
Because you have more subscribers than I do.
That's because I'm like, oh, you like Hamilton? You like Avatar? They're together now.
Put them together. What do you got?
I'm supposed to be editing, but I'm not. I'm just too intrigued in what you're doing. And then now
good Lord, why are you watching me?
Well, now I'm just talking to you, eating a cookie, and watching you.
Why?
Not the only one either. There's someone else watching in the chat.
I'm sorry I'm so weird tonight. I don't know what my deal is.
The mics.
It's not though. Like, that's not that much alcohol to make me so weird. I think it's just like I had a full week of work. I am home alone. Tomorrow's graduation. I'm just like, woo!
That's so exciting. You're so old.
It doesn't feel like it is, but like it keeps hitting me at random points. Like, you're graduating tomorrow. Don't fall as you're going up the stage.
Just think, the last 16 years of your life led to this one moment.
Oh, good God. Now you're making the pressure's on.
I'm not wrong. You can hear me.
At least there's no valedictorian speech or anything like that I have to worry about.
Yeah, lucky you. You could break an ankle. That'd be fun.
No, let's not do that. Because then I'd have to be in the hospital all night. And
you don't have to be in there all night. I wasn't in the hospital all night. I was in there for maybe 2 hours max. Maybe an hour.
Okay, but still, that would get into my sleep time. You know, the whole 6 hours that I'm going to need later.
Well, if you broke it right now, you'd be fine. As long as you went to bed right after.
Okay, let's theoretically say I break it. How do I break it right now as I'm sitting at my desk?
You trip on a cat.
But I'm not even standing or walking around.
You know, I don't make the rules.
You don't make the rules, but you do.
No, I don't make the rules.
I don't even know what I'm doing, Taylor. I'm just literally playing this part over and over, and not for any particular reason, because I don't even like the way it lines up.
There's this part in Thor at the very end where Loki drops into the abyss.
Okay.
And so I hate when this happens. It starts with Loki falling into the abyss, and it's this really clean and clear shot. And after maybe a second of him falling, it cuts to Thor screaming. And then it goes back to Loki. But at this point, he's so far away, he's a speck. And so now I can't really use it because...
That's unfortunate.
Thor, I get you're emotional, buddy, but now is not the time. Oh, well, I'm going to try and not include Infinity War in this at all, because even though this would fit really well with Infinity War, I'm not going to, because...
Okay. Don't.
I don't want people to be like, wow, I haven't seen Infinity War and you done ruined it for me there.
How dare, Taylor. How dare you ruin a movie that's been out for 2 weeks?
Well, but I was talking to Nathan Warren today, and he hasn't seen it yet. And so...
Why?
He just hasn't had the time, which is crazy, because he's #1 Marvel fan, right? And he just hasn't seen it yet. And so I'm just like, oh, so what do you think's going to happen? He told me, and he was very... very, very wrong.
Oh, no.
I'm just like, oh, bud, you are in for a rough time.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Okay. At least I got stuff marked out now. I think what I'm just going to do is follow the beats and place random clips. I think that's in my best interest right now. Sorry,
Loki
what?
is such a drama queen. I can't even handle this. I was rewatching the Avengers the other day, the first one, and there's this one part where Thor is confronting Loki, and he's like, "You need to come home. Stop trying to take over the Earth. What are you doing?" And Loki's like, "I'm gonna do whatever I want." Yeah. And so Thor is standing right in front of Loki, and he's like, "Now you listen to me, Earth. You hear me well." And as he says this, he gets hit by something. I think it's Iron Man, and he flies off the screen, and then it just cuts back to Loki, and he goes, "Well, I'm listening." And he's just sass master, and I'm just like, "Good gosh, man!"
That's so great.
I'm sorry if you can hear me chewing. My boss gave me cookies for my last day, and they're very good, but they're shortbread, so they're kind of crunchy.
I want cookies. Can I have some?
No.
Why?
I mean, you're 4 hours away. What do you want me to do? Throw them?
Drive here. I mean, you could try throwing them, but I don't think your arm's good enough.
I throw them. You just hear this crunch as it goes through your wall.
sorry, I'm still snuffly too. I think it's allergies.
All right.
I apologize to all the people out there who might listen. That's disgusting.
Yeah, everyone gets allergies, but I really don't. And it's quite a great time. I love being able to breathe.
Suffer. I hope you suffer.
Well, that's not nice at all.
It isn't. Do I do the part where she's looking up or the part where he's handing her the towel? Or it's not a towel, it's her clothes. Maybe looking up.
It's not a towel, it's her clothes.
They could be one and the same.
It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Good movie.
I have to rewatch Howl's Moving Castle too, because we watched it at Emily's house, and I think I was really tired. I think I might have slept through part of it.
Please watch it again. It's so good. We'll see. I'm going to try lining up a bunch of stuff. Usually how my editing's been working recently, especially with the Harry Potter part, is like I start with one scene and I cut everything for that scene and then I end up removing bits and pieces. So like I started with the Sorting Hat scene and extended both ways to match the beats and then decided like, oh, what fit and what didn't. So
yeah, what I've been doing lately is marking and then putting in all my clips and then putting in all my transitions and putting in... I used to work in sections, and lately I've been putting in all my clips and stuff first. I don't know why.
Sometimes it just comes more naturally that way. I don't know. Depends on the project. I feel like a lot of the times I tend to work in stages. So I'll do figure out my clips first, and then I transitions and then keyframes, and I usually end with coloring so that my rendering when I'm doing keyframes doesn't take as long.
Here, take your clothes, which I hath giveth upon thee.
And giveth you clothes. Enjoy. Here's a snack, by the way. I pulled it out from my shirt.
That's not creepy.
What's it look? It looks like he's just itching his stomach.
He just pulled it from his stomach, is what he did.
Probably. Must be like an extra stomach he has as being a dragon. He's a spirit. We can't judge.
Speak for yourself.
You speak for yourself. Probably gonna end up cutting these a lot shorter too. That's the other thing I noticed with Harry Potter is I had a lot longer parts because I'm like, oh, I need it for the text to be longer. But I didn't. I just ended up cutting the text short or like making it blend into multiple scenes. So this is probably not anywhere close to the final product, but gives me a rough idea.
I'm trying to figure out when that next episode's coming out for you there, friend. Of Miraculous.
Yes. Please do. I was completely thrown off guard when Raina started the episode.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is a thing that's happening now?
Yeah,
all right.
That made me actually a little bit upset. Like, there was no precursor to it. Like, in the episode that she was featured, I feel like there should have been some mention to, like, well, when we need her help again. Like, even just, like, a little throwaway line like that.
It made it sound like she was just the one and done.
Exactly. And so then you're like, wait, what's going on? What did I miss? Oh, apparently I didn't miss anything. They just couldn't catch all the animals without her help for some reason.
Let's see. Yeah, it says this, the international release date for Spain is May 12th. So that's tomorrow.
Ooh. What a way to graduate. Except I won't be able to watch it tomorrow, but
I'm just gonna read the synopsis. You've heard of like Magic Mike, the like TV show, right?
Yeah.
Movie. Okay, the synopsis. A young singer gets akumatized into Frightingale. Armed with a magic mic, she wants to turn Paris into a giant musical. But instead of spelling it Magic Mike as an M-I-C, they put M-I-K-E.
No!
Armed with a magic mic.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Armed with a magic mic.
Why spelling errors? Why? Almost as bad as our school spelling errors.
Oof.
They've been rough. I'm just going to say it now. I am not a big fan of my school right now.
Well, you're graduating, so you're fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm graduating, but I still have that study abroad, and they're not cooperating real well for study abroad. Let me just say that.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know this because I thought my final payment, my main payment, was due in June.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just I was contacting them, and I'm like, hey, I don't see you. I know you guys have the invoice, so why haven't you billed me yet? Well, you don't need to see that. What do you mean I don't need to see that? Well, you don't need to see that yet because it's not the billing period. I'm like, I need to pay this at some point, so why can't I see it? And they're just like, you'll see it later. And so then I get it today, and they send me this automated email. They're like, if you don't pay by May 16th, you're going to be removed from the spring class group. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You refused to let me see this payment until now. Now you're telling me I have 5 days to pay this? Good. I have 5 days to pay several $1,000s out of my pocket to you?
Great.
And so I'm going to call in Monday and just be like, no, you're going to give me an extension because you refused. Look at this email conversation I had with you where you refused to help me out. All I wanted to know was when I was going to get to see that bill and what number I could expect to see, and you wouldn't tell me.
Great.
Yeah.
Fight them. Don't graduate.
This is funny because my aunt works at the school, so she buys me all of the, spirit paraphernalia. So I have a bunch of school pride stuff, and I'm just like, because I've really enjoyed my professors. Don't get me wrong. I liked my program, but anybody that's higher up at the school or that was related to financial services has been an absolute pain to work with all 4 years.
Good.
But yeah, good times. I'm ready to graduate, but I'm gonna have to deal with them basically until August, until my transcripts come in.
That's fine. It'll be fine.
And then, random side note. So, for our honors presentation day, we have this little luncheon at the middle of it. Was it the luncheon or was it? I think it was the luncheon day, yeah. So, in the middle of the presentation day, we have a luncheon, and then we invite one of the honors speakers from the previous year to come in and do a 15-minute keynote presentation, which is basically just their presentation from last year wrapped up into 15 minutes instead of an hour. And so I just turned in all of my thesis and crap to the head of the honors department. They're like, here's 96 pages of fun. She's like, oh, that's great. And your film was so wonderful. And would you like to be next year's keynote speaker? I was like, I wasn't planning on giving that speech ever again, but I know it would be horrible to say no. It's something I shouldn't pass up, and it would something be good to have on the resume. So it's like, yes, I guess I'll see you April of 2019. So yeah. Okay, half this part has been this moment, so I feel like, oh, this is so bad. Sequentially, it doesn't look bad, but the fact that the song's at its climax and I'm doing this. But I'll cut some of it. It's just, I like the way that some of these line up next to each other. Because even if I cut that out there, maybe not yet. I'll hang on to it for a second. If you've ever been alone.
For some unknown reason, when I cut this Icarus part, I decided to give myself approximately 1 second at the beginning of absolutely pointless instrumental.
Good for you.
Why I didn't just start it at the words?
Congratulations.
I have no idea. But I was like, what can I do? Let's give myself 1 second of instrumental that I can do absolutely nothing with.
Good job.
Why am I like this?
Why do you do this to you? Which, my girl spaghetti brain reminds me of then. What do I do to me? Which makes me think of Belinda Kathleen Reese, which makes
see what you did, see what I did.
Yes. So which makes me go, have you seen her latest video?
No, I don't think so.
She did Google Translates of God Help the Outcasts.
I need to see that.
You should watch that. It's quite wonderful and quite horrible.
Quite wonderful and quite horrible, huh?
Right, because it's like the connotations it leaves. It's just like, oh, no. But the fact that she acts so well with it, though, makes it wonderful.
She's just a really good, actress at acting things that make absolutely no sense.
Exactly. She's wonderful. I love her.
What to do with this unnecessary 1 second?
What do I do to me? You could wait until the part before yours comes in and see how to line up with it.
Let's hope that the part before me puts an extra second, and then I can just delete whatever I put there.
I mean, you could. So it's kind of the idea behind them adding that extra second, is so you have that buffer room for transitions.
Oh, I don't think I put that in the rules, though. Ooh, sad.
What are you doing, man?
I don't know.
You've done this before?
Yeah, but I feel like at this point, that's just kind of a given.
I mean, I feel like it is for me anyway. I always include the extra second or two.
No, so do I, and so I feel like for me, it's just a given. So I don't know. I really need to be working on that Phoenix video because that's due on the 28th, and I'm going to be in Pennsylvania. Huh?
What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
What are you doing not editing that right this second?
I don't know.
Well, they lined this up really well. These are two completely different shots.
What?
These of her here, it's not split in the middle of this clip. Like, there's a segment in between the two.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just surprised that they chose to do that exact same shot, so that I could line it up right here in this moment.
Yeah, lucky you. I can't do that with Loki when he's flying away.
That's what I was just thinking.
Actually, that works out. Okay, I got a good 5 seconds done of my Icarus. I don't know, that's more like 8 seconds. 8 out of 20 ain't bad. That's not done. It's just clips in. But all right, I'm gonna work on this.
I'm proud. Oh no, my energy is full and I'm not playing Harry Potter.
Rip.
I'm wasting it.
I don't know what to do with this Phoenix thing because I asked her if I could use 3D and she didn't respond. So I'm taking that as a yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that is loud. Oh my, let's shrink that, please.
Like a phoenix.
Yeah.
Start screaming it.
The thing I love and not currently hate about Fall Out Boy is that none of their lyrics make any sense.
Yeah.
Like a phoenix.
Well, like Uma Thurman makes no sense to me.
Yeah. No, here, let me read you the lyrics to this song.
Hey there, young blood, doesn't it feel?
No, those one make sense. Here are the lyrics to my part that I have. Ahem. Where is it? I'm going to change you like a remix, then I'll raise you like a phoenix. Wearing all vintage misery, no, I think it looked a little better on me. I'm going to change you like a remix, and then I'll raise you like a phoenix. Hey, young blood, doesn't it feel like our time is running out? I'm going to change you like a remix, and I'll raise you like a phoenix. Wearing all vintage misery, no, I think it looked a little better on me. I'm going to change you like a remix, then I'll raise you like a phoenix.
Have fun with that.
Yeah.
Because you have to get really symbolic.
I'm just gonna honestly put just really cool, epic looking things and...
Yeah, I mean, that'll work.
It'll work, and honestly, it'll probably be more work than Kiara pushing her.
I'm going to mute you if you're not careful. So you don't say things you'll regret.
It'll be fine. No one's listening. It's fine.
What if somebody watches it back? She watches my channel.
She's commented on your stuff before.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Hey, what are you doing, man?
All right, I gotta find some. I was thinking maybe Bolton this too, but I haven't watched that in a while, so I gotta rewatch that at some point.
You can use multiple clips then? I just wasn't sure.
Huh?
I know a lot of people have been editing just like one movie per part, but I don't see why you couldn't use multiple things for your part.
Oh, that's a good point.
I mean, you almost have to as long as they are.
I mean, they're 40 seconds.
Yeah, you have to.
And I think she does crossovers enough that...
It's fine.
Well, let me reread the rules. But there weren't very many rules, so there's a lot of creative liberties. Yeah, so the the rules were only Animash. You can use Wolf's Rain, no watermark, follow the lyrics, make your best part, and fun.
Fun!
So I'm going to take that as long as I use Animash, I can do whatever I want. And I'm going to take the creative liberty of assuming that Animash just means animals.
Okay.
Animated animals.
That's fine, I'm sure. What are you going to use for your last dark blue part?
I don't know yet.
Okay, I was just curious.
I was thinking...
Because I was just wondering how much of it, if you were leading into a climax as well, or if you were like...
No, I don't... Nope.
I just wasn't sure, because I don't know where to take this part right now.
I don't know. Well, because I literally just fade out, so... Yeah, I literally just fade out, so I don't know what I want to do with that. I honestly haven't thought about it enough.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. I was just curious in case you did know.
I think I was going to wait and see kind of what you did and how to lead out from that. So,
Good. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Let me be honest.
It's all right. We all have that point.
It's just I have had that multiple times recently. So I don't know what I'm doing. What is editing? It's been so long since I've done this. Seriously, I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
What do you mean it's been so long since you've done this? Didn't you just do something else?
I did an MEP part for you, I think.
Or something.
Over spring break, but that was... Yeah. I feel very rusty. I feel like I need to be drawing something on a tablet right now is what I feel like.
I always feel rusty, so it's fun.
I wonder if I should just do this instead. Yeah, I should probably just skip to that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably be here or able to stream until Mara gets back. I just don't know when she's going to be back.
That's fine. I mean, whenever... I have no clue what time Kaylee's going to get back. So we're like, well, maybe we'll go get ice cream. I'm like, well, I don't know what ice cream place is open past midnight.
Steak and Shake.
We don't have one of those around here, unfortunately.
It's open 24/7. Although if you go in past like a certain hour, they get really mad. I'm like, well, what did you expect? You're open like 24/7.
Yeah, you're working this time anyway. Wouldn't you rather be doing something than like sitting around doing nothing?
Like we went my fraternity has a tradition of whenever there's after our initiation ceremony, we all go to Steak and Shake afterwards, or at least everyone who can, because usually our initiation doesn't get over with till like 10 or 11. So just depending on if you can or not.
Yeah.
So we all walk in there, and I mean, there's maybe 20 of us, maybe.
Okay.
We walk in there, and as we're walking in, the lady who's wearing like a drive-through headset, and I don't know if she's doing anything else, but sorry. But she was wearing a drive-through headset. She walks over to us, and she's just like, did any of you bring a gun? And we're like,
what?
And she goes, oh, darn, I was hoping one of you could kill me with it. And walks out.
What?
Yeah, and she walked out. And we were like, what? And as she's leaving, she's like, I just don't think it's all that funny that you guys bring all these giant groups in here. And I mean, she used more explicitives than I'm currently using. And she's just like, and I just don't think it's funny that you guys bring in all these giant groups in here when it's so late. I don't think that's fair to any of us. And I was just hoping one of you might have the decency to at least kill me. And walks out.
Wow.
And we were all just standing there like,
did you write her up?
No, I mean, we didn't do anything because we were just
I would have complained.
It was just so weird. And then the next weekend, a couple weekends later, I don't know. It was a while later, though. Jordan and I went there after formal because he was so hungry. So, yawning. And so we went there after formal, and it was also prom night. So there was a lot of people there who went there after prom, you know, because they were still hungry. And I'm assuming the schools around here don't do like a post-prom type thing, you know?
Okay.
And I mean, Jordan and I came in, and it was just us and the pair, and we got like a burger and fries and like just a small order or whatever. But then there were giant prom groups in there too. And I mean, you could just hear the people like in the back just complaining about how much they had to do. And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I get that it would suck having to work those late hours, but I mean, if you're on that shift, like I would, in my opinion, rather than stare at a wall for 8 hours, I would rather have something to do for part of the time.
Yeah, you know? I would too. So I don't really know.
Because like I know just from experience, going into work and going, oh, I have nothing to work on today. Like, sure, that means I could work on my own personal stuff, but what am I going to do at my desk when I'm supposed to be doing other work? You know?
Right.
And I can go ask for more work, but then they give me intern work. I'm like, I don't want to do intern work because by doing temp work, I'm doing like restocking shelves and stuff. Kind of just busybody work. And I feel like I bother people when I have to go and waste their time and ask for stuff to do. So I usually just come up with my own things to do that might like encourage them to offer me a full-time position. Like, well, we can work on this. My latest thing was, you know, we really need stuff to take good photographs. My boss was like, oh yeah, we do need to update our camera. So I'm like, see, at least I didn't waste all my time, but I spent like 4 hours researching cameras today because I had nothing else to do. 4 of the 6 hours I worked.
Good.
Yeah. So we'll see. I feel like I need to cut a bunch of this. I might have to cut that balcony or this pig pen. I'm just gonna do it. Doesn't quite line up. It'll be close enough.
I don't know what to do for the rest of this Phoenix part. Why did I take this?
Show me what you're working on. Show the good people what you're working on, Firebelly.
I've showed you what I'm working on. It's the same 2 seconds that I
share your screen.
Nope, not yet.
I have you highlighted right now. I think. I'm gonna stop screen sharing.
Fine. Okay, hold on.
I think I'm sharing you.
Well, I gotta figure out how to share my screen. Settings. Oh, that's not it.
No, it's It's right to the left. It's the screen share, the green.
I see it.
There. Show the good people what you're working on.
A whole lot of nothing.
Woo!
This is the Phoenix by Fallout Boy for Chiara Marbalto, and I have 2 seconds at the beginning and nothing else. And I have this here, and I like this warm scheme.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is a lot of the Guardians of the Ghoul stuff, and I think there's some good stuff there, but a lot of it like this, it's beautifully animated, but it's very cool colors. And so I'm not quite sure what to do with that. And then I have this Brother Bear scene too.
Woo.
So I'm thinking up to here. I'm gonna try and do Guardians of the Ghoul. Because it has the same I'm gonna raise you like a phoenix like 3 times. I think I'm gonna try and do 3 different movies. and then just do the same type thing 3 times with a different
That makes sense.
And then I can even copy and paste text. So in theory, it shouldn't be too bad to do. Once I get the first set done, like completely done, shouldn't be too bad.
Interesting. So yeah, I like what you have so far.
Yeah, I really like this a lot. Although I'm a little wary about this because it's actually in slow motion, but it's at like 800%.
Really? I didn't notice.
Okay, good. I mean, it's really sped up.
I didn't notice.
Like, what is it at? Let's see. It might not be 800%, but it's significantly sped up.
I think if you just hit Command R, you can see.
Yeah, it's at 400.
If you click on a clip and you say Command R, is it? Yeah, Command R will open up that speed, and then you can just adjust it.
Wow.
Isn't this so fancy?
Look at you showing me all the tips and tricks.
All the tips and tricks so you can beat me out of my job.
Beat you out of your job. You're the one getting a degree in this job.
And then I'm working as an intern the rest of my life.
No, I don't think so.
I think that's what's going to happen. That's where I'm at, man.
Does this look like vintage misery to you? It looks like vintage misery to me.
He's wearing a helmet. That's very
That's vintage. And they're miserable. They're in the middle of an ocean. That's miserable. Vintage misery.
Okay, I'm going to get up for a second, so I'll leave you to entertain the masses. I'll be right back.
The mass of me.
The mass
I
of
am my own mass.
You are a mass. I'll be right back.
Okay. Vintage misery. No, I think I look a little better on me. Ooh, that's a cool shot. Wow. I wonder how long it takes to animate something like that. Not really misery. Where did this owl come from? Did they sprout from the sea? It's fine. I love when the sea produces an owl. Oh man, Mackenzie is missing some great quality, whatever you call this, announcing commentary. Better on me. I'm gonna change Phoenix. It looks a little better on me. I'm gonna change. So right here, then I'll be where the cutoff to Brother Bear is. So this all needs to be Guardians of the Whole. Look how excited this small owl is to do small owl things.
He's very excited.
Oh, you're back.
I'm just sitting here for a second with my mic muted. It's fine.
You missed a great comment, which is, I love when the sea produces owls.
What?
You missed it. Well, because if you look in this frame, okay, hold on, we're moving this.
Yeah.
If you
He just lifts above the waves.
He just comes out of absolute nowhere.
That's where the owls came from. Is when they evolved. They evolved from fish directly to owls, and they just spat them out of the sea.
Not there. Oh, straight up out of the water.
Yep. Don't you know that that's how owls came to be?
No, but look at
fish.
Not there. Oh, just spat them out. Straight up out of the water.
I don't even see how that's possible.
Water. So, I mean, even if you look like right here, he's not behind the wave. Like, he's not like right here, which is where he should be if he was actually flying over the wave. Mm-hmm. So where did this owl come from, if not from the ocean?
The great beyond. I have a new memory, says Photos. What is this? Weird.
It's at 100%.
Ho hum. I think I'll stream for another half hour, and then I should probably like make sure I know what I'm wearing tomorrow. Make sure I got everything in order and like pack to spend the weekend at my parents' house and stuff like that.
Totally fine.
Okay, because I have a feeling when Kayla gets back, she's gonna want to talk for a really long time. So it's just what we do. Whenever either one of us gets home, the other person drops what we're doing. We like talk for an hour. So
no, that's fine.
So
oh, that's another good shot. Look at that.
It's so pretty.
We're gonna use that one.
So pretty.
Boop, right there. The problem is whenever they do really pretty shots, and I get why they do it, but they do it in slow-mo. So anytime there's anything beautifully animated, it's at like...
It's really too slow, yeah.
It's really too slow. Oh, that doesn't really work.
Oh, good lord, that's laggy.
Shoot. Get him. Better on me. I'm gonna change you. Like a remix. So this is probably, I think, where Brother Bear is going to come in, because this is where the I'm Gonna Change You shows up, and that's kind of the repeat. So this will be Guardians to here.
Okay.
And then... Oh, shoot, I missed it. And then, like, in here is wherever the next... Right here is where I'm going to do movie 3, whatever movie 3 ends up being. And then this is all instrumental, so I can just flip between all of them. Yeah. Good. I have a battle plan.
Good. You just got a plan. I don't even have a plus. It's a Friends reference.
Good.
You probably don't understand. You don't watch Friends.
I'm sorry, I just haven't.
Why not? You should watch Friends. We should just drop what we're doing and watch Friends.
Right now, live reaction to Friends.
Yes. Everybody open up your Netflix.
We should do that sometime. I don't know with what.
Yeah. There's different streaming services or, live streaming services to do stuff like that.
Yeah, but we can't even manage to stream music and...
That's true.
Music and a movie at the same time, let alone, or music and whatever we're doing on here at the same time. I can't even imagine trying to do a movie and... Oh, are you screen sharing now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. I mean, unless you want me to focus back on you again.
Kicking me off? I see how it is.
Look, I could swap right back to you. Watch.
No.
Yep, there you are.
Nope.
I'm
off. I'm done. Bye. No screen.
Cora, why do you do this to me? Fine, be that way. I was just gonna jump it back and forth between us, but whatever.
That's fine.
I'm talking to Snape right now, by the way. Apparently, I have no business being there. He says he can barely tolerate my presence while class is in
his
session.
Classroom?
Yeah.
You have no business being in his classroom where
maybe because it's not during class hours. Because Hagrid asked me to go there. Spoilers.
Hagrid?
Yeah. Spoilers. I don't really think it's spoilers.
Nah.
I was asking Snape to teach me. Oh, no.
Surprise. Hagrid's in this game. What?
So, Hagrid wants me to get stuff for a potion. I got stuff for the potion. He's like, okay, go have Snape teach you how to make it.
I don't think that's a good plan, but all right.
I don't think it was either. And so, I'm like, hey, Snape, you need to teach me this potion, how to make this potion thing. He's like, why?
Me.
So the options are, it's for Hagrid. I want to be like you. Option number 3, I like fire.
I like fire.
I feel like all these are horrible ideas.
Do any of them require like a trait bonus?
Yes, it's for Hagrid and I want to be like you both require trait bonuses.
Oof, that's rough. Because usually the ones with the trait bonuses are the quote-unquote right answer.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, because, yeah.
I feel like I shouldn't tell him it's for Hagrid, and yet I don't want to tell him I want to be like you because I want to be nothing like him.
See, but I would say that because I'm in Slytherin.
But I feel like he's going to see through me when I say it.
Maybe. He probably will.
What should I do?
You like fire. What's the worst that could happen?
He's going to be like, oh, so you're burning down the whole school now. I see how it is.
20
50 points for Ravenclaw. This is what he does as a character. He just gets rid of all my points that I've earned.
You know, I really haven't lost that many points from him. Like, at all.
No, I've lost probably close to 70.
What? Really?
Yeah. Over, like, the course of 2 years, but, like...
But, I mean, I haven't lost any since, like, the first potions lesson.
Oh, must be nice. It must be nice to have Snape on your side.
Ooh,
all right.
What do I do? Marula has said, unless you're a coward like your friend or a Death Eater like your brother, you'll duel me again. And my options are I'll duel you or I won't duel you.
I told her no. And then she just beat me up.
I'll do it. What the heck?
I told her no, and she's like, fine, I'm going to beat you up. And I'm like, fine, I'll duel you. I'm like, what was the point of having the answer as an option anyway, then?
I said, when I beat you again, will you finally move on with your life?
True. Gee, I mean, it's for Hagrid requires courage of 11, and I want to be like you requires friendship of or charisma of 10. So you feel like the 11's better? Because it requires more of that trait, or?
I have no idea.
I'm just gonna do it. I'll let you know. It's for Hagrid asked me to brew it for him. He also asked me to not tell you that he asked me to brew it for him.
You little snitch!
Whoops. You two deserve one another. That being said, I appreciate your honesty, and it will continue to reward you for future insight into his clandestine affairs. 10 points to Ravenclaw! Yay! By betraying Hagrid, I get farther in life.
Poor Hagrid.
He tells me I am fortunate and says you are unfortunate in so many ways, but today you are very fortunate, Windrunner. I am. I happen to be brewing this potion for my storerooms, and you will reluctantly allow you to observe. And I thank him. And then I say, I don't know why everyone says you're so terrible. This is the man who has removed so many house points from me.
I literally don't know how you lose points from him. I have not lost.
He's a word that I don't know if I want to say on live stream.
I don't think I've had a problem with him at all.
Because he's the head of your house.
He hates me though too.
Why? I feel like he just hates everyone. He loves to hate people. Oh, good God. This mission is a 3-hour one. Nope, can't do it. I'm not going to be up that late to do. I'm not going to be up another 2 hours to do the rest of that. Because usually the 3-hour ones take me an hour and a half to 2 hours to do. But
yeah. Usually 3-hour missions take me like one full energy and like a half.
Yeah.
Ish. Like a phoenix. No, I think it looked a little better on me. I have been just digging All Time Low since their concert, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went back into my iTunes and I didn't realize it. So like I was like, oh, I liked All Time Low before I knew they were coming, right? Like I listened to them in high school and I'm like, oh, I think I had like maybe one or two of their songs. I went into my iTunes and I actually counted the number of songs I had by them, but I guess I just forgot were by them. And hold on, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 songs by them.
Really?
Already. And I guess I just forgot that they were all by them, or...
Let me see. I'm going to open up my iTunes and see. I think I might have one or two.
We probably have Dear Maria.
Painting Flowers, apparently. I think that's it. Yep, Painting Flowers from All Time Low from Alice in Wonderland. Almost Alice. Yeah. I don't even remember what that sounds like, to be honest. I thought I would have had some other things by them.
Well, but since they came here, I've been listening to them on Spotify, and I'm just like, yes. So they posted also pictures from when they were here, and apparently before the concert, they were just playing tennis on our tennis courts for fun. Gosh.
It's like a dream, man. Why does your school do such fun things, and my school just like demands money from me days after?
About my school like 5 minutes ago.
Okay, but it's weird how you have exams half a week, and then you take a weekend break, and then you have another half week of exams. Like, why not just have a whole week of exams?
I don't make the rules, but we get all-time low here, so I can't complain too much.
I suppose. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Getting somewhere, friends.
Also, in the books of Guardians of Ga'Hoole,
yeah,
Cludd was Metalbeak. There wasn't a Metalbeak. Cludd was Metalbeak.
No, really?
Yes, and his mate was Naira.
Well then, that's not
Cludd
weird.
didn't go with them to St. Aggie's at all. He pushed Soren out of the nest, and then you don't find out that Cludd's a bad guy until like book 4 or 5.
Well, the name like Cludd, you can only assume.
No, I'm sure his parents meant no harm.
What's the main character, Soren?
Yeah.
Let's give him a really peaceful sounding heroic name. And the other guy sounds like Thud. Like a falling body.
Soren Eglantine, who literally will sound like a 5-year-old for the rest of her life.
Right.
And Cludd.
Cludd.
Yeah, no.
It sounds like a falling body. I'm like, yep, he's the villain. Do you know?
Yeah, well, and so then in the books, not to, keep referencing the books, there's like kind of like 3 arcs-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And I say that ish in its very broad arcs. So the first 3 books are about, not 3 books. First arc is about Soren getting to the tree and defeating Metalbeak. And then they find out later, oh crap, Metalbeak has a son.
Oh.
But the thing is, his son wants nothing to do with his father. It's like a whole Zuko thing, kind of.
Okay.
And so they're like trying to figure out whether or not he's a good guy or not. And I don't even think I read the 3rd arc. I don't think I ever got to the 3rd arc. But what I know about it is it's like once that person, it's from that person's perspective, or that owl's perspective.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, it's very, very, very different than the books or the movie.
It kind of makes me think of I don't know if you saw it floating around the Warriors community, but right now there's it's not a pet podcast, it's not audiobook, but it's like a vocal like storytelling thing of at least so far the first book of Warriors. And it's called Fire Alone.
I have not heard of it.
And they've switched up a lot of the story.
Why?
I think it's to condense the 6 books into a smaller series. So like maybe the first part, like the first quote book of this is going to be like books 1 and 2. Kind of a thing. And so in order to do that, they've completely removed Spotted Leaf.
What?
They jumped right to Yellow Fang.
You can't do that, fam.
I think they're skipping the Broken Star arc.
Oh.
And then the other surprise. You want to know the other surprise?
Oh, Lord. Do I?
Rusty's dad is not who he's supposed to be.
Oh,
It's not Jake.
who is it?
Redtail.
Oh, what?
Yep.
You know why that's awkward?
Because Sandstorm?
Yes.
A few other people point that out, actually. And they're like, well, you gotta assume that if Redtail's Rusty's dad now, that a lot else has probably changed. So I'm guessing since it's barely mentioned in the series, that it's just going to be like that's not a thing. You know? So it'll be interesting to see what else they do differently moving forward. But those were the two main big changes so far.
Why? So he's like not.
Oh, and that like Redtail's been training Rusty how to fight, like to defend himself. So I'm assuming they're going to be the reasoning is how he beats Longtail later. Is like he's actually had training. It's not. He's just lucky.
What?
Yep. I mean, I kind of like it so far. For the most part, the voice acting's good, but a couple characters don't have very good mics. This is what it is, you know.
Okay, but this is just blasphemy.
But it's interesting though. Like I'm interested to see how they're going to rewrite it to condense it. Like I feel like it might be telling as far as a feature-length movie might go.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. But I feel like they wouldn't add things; they'd only delete things. Like I don't think they would add Redtail being.
I mean, they've deleted any mention of Jake then.
Well, they never really mentioned Jake in the books anyway.
Right, but then you don't have to like. I feel like this is a good way to connect though. Then Scourge later.
Oh yeah.
As be like instead of just being half sibling, like what if they're actual like litter mates?
But that doesn't make sense.
Why not?
Because they were litter mates because of Jake. So you're saying that Scourge would have to be Redtails too?
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, so Scourge would also be Redtails because they were technically different. They had different moms.
Right.
So they're only half brothers. But what if they're whole brothers? And they just got separated when they were kittens. Like they're tying all of that together, and that's why they're focusing on like Redtail being his dad.
Oh, you know what? That probably makes sense. And it also gives him more say as to why he cares about Redtail's death.
Yes.
To go after Tiger Star.
Yep. So it drives home the Tiger Star part first. And then it'll do that 180 turn where it's like, oh, surprise, Tiger Star's dead. Now you've got to worry about your brother.
Yep.
And so this whole time you're like fighting for family. And then it turns out your blood's actually what's like endangering the forest kind of thing.
Yep.
So I think that would make it interesting.
Yep. All right. I could see that. You're right.
I'm right. Yay.
I'm just mad.
You should listen to it, though. I enjoy it. I mean, there's only one episode out right now when they release episodes to Patreon subscribers first, but...
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it floating around, though, at all.
Let me see if I can find it and drag it to you real quick. YouTube. I'm trying to remember who posted it. I can't think of, I don't know if it was Cranberry Cat or Fire Alone. I'll just type in Fire Alone. Yep, it's the first thing that came up. Cola, Cat in the Hat, apparently. Put together. I'll message you here. It's interesting. It's got art to go with it too from different artists in the community. So it's kind of nice they're promoting them as well. But this is cool. Very recent, and they're probably going to be a while between them.
Thanks. It's like a Star Kids prophecy.
I mean, I feel like this is better than Star Kids, like in the sense that it's a better written story, but Star Kids is intentionally bad. So
Star Kids prophecy is one of the funniest things I have seen
Isn't it though?
YouTube in my life.
It's just so random and so awful and cringeworthy and perfect. And then there's the baby face.
My favorite thing about Star Kids.
Arm. Sorry, what?
No, my favorite thing about Star Kids Prophecy, though, the whole thing is locked around, and they just pull out a padlock.
He locked up. I like how they skirt around the issue of it being Star.
Yeah.
But then they're like, the name is never consistent, so then it's like Gleam Star and Star Gleam. And then sometimes she just reverts back to Star Paw or Star Kid. What is going on?
I rewatched the first one the other day just for fun. And she like beats Black Star as a kid, and then Black Star's like, "Will you beat my mate or beat my mate? You beated me."
Oh my gosh!
Like she has like 10 mates.
It's so good. It's Ashfur and Hawkfrost and
Firestar and Graystripe and Black Star.
Yep, so good.
At least, maybe more.
Awkward baby butt.
But I can't even. But literally, if any other animator besides Moon Kitty tried to do it, it would not be nearly as funny.
No, because it's Moon Kitty's her humor combined with her style. That's like,
it's just perfect.
Yeah. I can't tell if that's my roommate getting home, so I'll let you know in a second here. I don't have to talk to her right away. I'll acknowledge your presence. But maybe it's not. It might have been. I don't know. It's hard to tell because we have a water softener downstairs that makes about the same noise the garage door does.
A water softener?
Is it the softener? It's a sub pump. Sorry.
Oh, softener.
The softener.
What is one soften
the sub
water?
pump's loud enough to be. It sounds just like the garage, and so usually I have to listen for that sound to come twice in a row. And I thought it came twice in a row, but I mean, I'm sitting in my room, so I don't know if I could hear the garage door or not. But I'm sure I'd hear her come in shortly if she's actually here. I mean, I was only going to go another 10 minutes anyhow.
That's fine.
I mean, honestly, I want to go for several more hours, but I don't have anything put together for tomorrow or for this weekend, so I'm hungry.
Mackenzie, it's 11:30.
I'm sorry. I had like a burger when I got home at 5, and it wasn't filling enough. That's 7 hours later, so the Mike's isn't really food.
No,
maybe if I got a second one.
No.
I love Haku. He's a pretty dragon boy. He just watch this. Here it goes. He splits the thing in two and splits her in two as he's spewing blood. Bleh. How does one animate a long character like that, though?
I don't know. With many tears.
So many tears. I feel like he looks smaller right here than he is later. I almost can guarantee he's smaller than he is here than he is later in the movie when she's flying on him.
I don't know.
See, look, he just jumped in size. Watch. So we got here. He's one size, okay?
Yeah.
So he looks a little smallish.
Yeah.
And you jump to this next part. Look how much taller he is already.
Oh, yeah.
And partly that's his neck being outstretched, but then that would require his neck being like an accordion and being like inward. So I think it was just done for like the shot. You ever been alone?
Do you think I can use...
No.
The part of the song is I'm going to change you like a remix. Do you think I can show Kenai pre-bear form for that?
Yeah. I think that's reasonable. That's fine.
I mean, it fits. She said fit the lyrics. That fits the lyrics.
It does. So just do that.
That was the rule. Fit lyrics. I am fit lyrics.
Poor dragon boy. He doesn't want to take his medicine. I sound so drunk right now, and I'm really not.
No, you're fine. Trust me.
You're
fine.
Okay, if you say so. Random question: how's my audio quality?
Fine.
Okay, it's just my headphone mic that's in the cord.
Yeah, I'm using my headphone mic too.
Why does my random like $10 headphone mic sound like this, and my $4,000 computer sounds like poop?
Nice catch.
Explain. Explain. I like how there's this transition in here because this was broadcast on a television station, so it's just like random fade in, fade out.
If I ever kill a bear and you die because of it, will you turn me into a bear?
So wait, what was that?
If I ever kill a bear and you also die in the process, will you then come and turn me into a bear?
I can't decide if you're like a bear or if you're like some other creature.
I don't think I'm a bear.
I don't think you're a bear. You're something that's like, you're definitely a carnivore, but I'm just not sure
why. Thanks! You're definitely a carnivore.
You're definitely a carnivore.
I want to know, like, what is the list of totems that tribe can get? I'm going to Google it.
Did you ever have the Brother Bear DVD?
Nope.
Because it's part of the special features. You could take a quiz to see which totem you had, and there was like 5 in total it could be.
Well, I'm going to Google it and see.
I usually got the fish, so that was good. There's a trout, an otter, an eagle, a wolf, and the bear.
Wouldn't that suck if you accidentally, every time you kill a fish, you get turned into a fish? They're a fishing community.
That would be so unfortunate. That's where all their fish come from, Taylor. Don't you know? So since they're murdering some of their own brothers, they're just like, oh, well, we gotta turn this next guy into fish so somebody else can eat him.
All right, hold on. Here's the animal totems from Native Indian tribes. I'm going to assume that's
close enough.
Close enough. All right, let's see. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Okay. First one is the alligator. Emotional, understanding, cleansing, and spiritual healing.
Okay.
Then there's the badger. Bold, outgoing, and a good communicator. Then there's the bat, which means death and rebirth and guardian of the night.
You.
Thanks. Beaver, creative and artistic ability, builder, resourcefulness, and determination. I'm pegging you as a beaver right now.
Thanks.
Bear, strength, solitude, motherhood, teaching, and learn humility.
Oh, yeah, that fits.
Yeah. Bobcat, independence, clear vision, and self-reliance. Bumblebee, honesty, pure thinking, willingness, and drive. Buffalo, a manifestation of the Great Spirit, knowledge, generosity, and abundance. Butterfly represents transformation and the ability to accept change, so absolutely not me.
Oh, do you know what? It does make me think of Hawkmoth, though.
That's true.
You can't accept change because Adrian's mom's gone.
You're right.
Whoa. I wonder if they ever dug, like, if that's a worldwide kind of butterfly symbol.
Probably. There isn't a ladybug, so I can't really cross-list it on anything else. Or a cat.
Cat?
Yeah. No cat. There's a cougar. Power, leadership, humility, and encourages responsibility for life. Cow represents motherhood, contentment, fertility, and nourishment.
Not me.
Yeah, it's like you didn't get a cow. Yeah. That would have been a totally different movie.
Oh my gosh, Brother Cow. Brother Bull. There we go.
Brother Bull. Actually, I'm just going to read through the ones that I think could fit you.
Okay.
They have dolphin listed. I'm just really curious what Native American tribes encountered dolphins on a daily basis.
That's what I'm wondering too. I mean, like anyone in Florida might have.
That's true.
You hear Native American a lot of time, you think like northern woodlands, and you forget that like they were spread throughout the continent.
Yeah, I usually think the plains before I think northern woodlands.
Yeah. My mind jumps to like Pocahontas. So I'm like, oh,
That's
stereotype.
Mine jumps to Spirit. Spirit! That's the other movie I'm going to use. There.
Woo!
Done. Got it. Maybe. I still feel like a lot of people use Spirit. I'm trying to use not. And I mean, Tara uses Brother Bear often, so I wouldn't be surprised if this exact scene that I just put in isn't already put in somewhere else.
Brother Bear's not as popular.
Here, you can be an owl. Wisdom, silent and swift, ability to see things normally, a creature of the night.
Yes! I am an owl. Let it be known.
No, you can be a shark. Remorselessness, survival, and adaptability.
That's me. I'm a shark owl. Shark owl.
Shark owl.
Shark owl. I have the body of an owl and the head of a shark.
Oh, no. And I'd rather have you the body of a shark and the head of an owl.
That could work too.
Oh, here's a BuzzFeed quiz. Which Brother Bear okay. There
you go.
Which Brother Bear character do you most relate to? Coda, Kenai, Denahi, Ruttentook, Tanana, the shaman lady, or the bear with birth defects? I'm telling you what it says.
I don't just that they included the bear from the end credits. Wow.
The fact that they didn't even put what's his name, Sitka in here at all.
Oh my god, yeah, they did, because I would have said Sitka.
Well, it can't be him. Anyone else?
Tanana, I guess, or whatever her name was. Cause I feel like I'm this motherly figure and no one listens to me.
What old crazy person from a Disney movie do you most want to be related to?
Oh, good lord.
Rafiki? Tanana? Yzma, sorry.
Wow.
Sorry. Old Jafar, Gerald from Finding Dory, or Edna from The Incredibles.
What is this?
I don't know. I just ask them questions.
And they're listing Tanana as a crazy character?
I'm reading the questions.
Why though? Oh, sorry. What was the first? Before Tanana, it was
Rafiki.
Because I would want to say Rafiki, except I don't want to be baboon. So
He just says he's related to him. You might not be a baboon.
How else would I be related to him if I was not at least part baboon?
You adopted him.
That's not related.
Well, okay.
Oh, good lord. Now I've forgotten the entire list. So it's Rafiki, Tanana.
Yzma, Old Jafar, Gerald from Finding Dory, and Edna.
All this is crap.
I'm just telling you what it's...
Tanana's not crazy, so I don't want to answer Tanana, but...
Then pick someone else!
But my next option would be Edna, and I'm like,
oh no, the next question is so much worse.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go with Tanana. Still, again, it's just gonna be like, you're Tanana.
Oh no! Oh.
Okay, wait on me. What happened?
It's so unrelated.
Okay. So, what's my favorite food, or nachos?
It's so worse.
Okay, what is it?
It's
and that's the end of the live stream. You're dying.
Okay,
Why are you dying?
You'll see. You will see. Okay.
I won't see, but I'll hear.
Which initiator of genocide would you want to sing to you at night?
What is this?
I just...
Where did you get from?
BuzzFeed.
So, like, are we talking like Hitler or like Ahmad?
It's Ratko Mladic, Joseph Stalin, Christopher Columbus, Radovan Karadzic, Adolf Hitler, and Pol Pot. Which one do you want to
Melody? Yes, BuzzFeed is really whack, isn't it?
Which one do you want?
Give me this quiz. Is it a Brother Bear quiz?
Who are you talking to?
There's somebody in the chat. Golden Melody is in the chat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at the chat.
How dare you?
Golden Melody! Yes! You're one of my subs. That's exciting.
So Taylor's giving me this quiz. It's supposed to be Brother Bear. But somehow we got in like, some leader of genocide would you want to sing you a lullaby at night? So
we're trying to figure out what her Brother Bear totem would be. But apparently this is a... necessary and pertinent for our to answer the question.
So, what were my options again?
Of the ones you know, because I don't know 3 of them, and I'm assuming if I don't know them, you don't know them either.
Okay.
Christopher Columbus, Joseph Stalin, and Adolf Hitler are the 3 I know.
Good Lord.
Ratko Mladic, Radovan Karadzic, and Pol Pot.
Sorry, Golden Melody got timed out for some unknown reason. I'm sorry about that one.
No, what did you do?
Nightbot's being a butthead. I'm sorry. Don't mind it. It's
I think it doesn't like the multiple question marks.
It might be that, it might be the multiple posts in a row.
Nightbot, go away. Can I block Nightbot?
Goodbye, Nightbot's no longer a moderator right now. Nightbot's been demoted. So
sorry, Golden Melody.
Again. I've been having too much trouble with Nightbot. Yeah. Nightbot's supposed to help me because I had an issue a couple of months ago where I had so many spammers with inappropriate comments, and so I tagged those words and phrases to get rid of it. To get rid of the nonsense. And about every stream now, I've had somebody have issues with Nightbot for getting flagged for some reason that's not right. So I have to go in and adjust some settings here. But until then,
Nightbot.
It doesn't have to be a moderator. It's fine. So, okay. I'm sorry I wasn't listening again, Taylor. But I'm feeling I'm going to lean towards Christopher Columbus anyway.
Okay. I
know he was awful too, but I feel like out of my options, I don't know. Is that horrible to say?
It's fine.
The one who murdered everybody in the Western world. Yes, he was less worse than the person who murdered the Jews or the person who, tortured his own people. It's fine.
Okay, do you prefer baby hands, veiny hands, sassy hands, wet hands, old hands, or handception hands? I'm just asking the questions. I'm not here for logic.
I'm scared to answer. What are wet hands?
Pick one. No, they're just hands covered in water. There's a picture.
Okay, what were the first couple? I am so sorry. They just go over my head once I hear
baby hands, veiny hands, sassy hands, wet hands, old hands, or handception hands.
Golden Melody asks, "What is a handception hand?"
It's a hand, but it's got those little, those little tiny hands. It's got one of those on each finger.
No! I feel like that's your choice, though, right, Taylor?
What?
You would pick handception, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
Maybe. I'm going to go with sassy hands. I can deal with sassy hands other than the weird ones.
Okay, so what is your biggest vice? Bragging about how you're the Messiah, salmon, making children sad, hair plugs, sanding lumber every night, or cocaine? I don't know. I don't make these quizzes. I just want to know what your totem is, okay?
No, none of the above.
You gotta pick one.
I mean, I do joke about being wonderful.
Okay, bragging about how you're the Messiah.
Yeah.
Oh, no. This is not the question. This is not an accurate quiz.
What?
It says your brother bear totem would be a totem of Jesus.
Yes, it's true, everyone. I am the Messiah. You've got me.
It says, look at your totem. Now look in the mirror. Now look back at your totem. If there is a striking resemblance, you're probably Jesus. If not, do not fear. Look in the mirror once again.
What? What
Okay,
quiz
well,
did you just make me endure to know that I am Jesus? Like, I'm all for Jesus being like my leader, like Christ be my leader, but like, I don't think of him as my totem or like my spirit animal. Yes, my spirit animal is the Holy Sun. It's fine.
Yeah. Golden Melody says, how could bragging about being the Messiah be a vice? I mean, it's true.
Oh my god.
Okay, here's one that's from Playbuzz that seems a bit more...
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay.
Like, I really enjoyed that quiz, but I'm just kind of disappointed that I didn't get like bear or something.
That was the greatest. Okay.
Make sure you save that.
Yeah, okay. Which of the following words do you feel a strong connection to? Change, intellect, independent, fast, survive, or greatness?
Change.
Oh, I gotta wait for pictures to load. Or not. Good. It says, which of these animals do you feel best represents you? But then all the options are just white boxes.
Good.
I'm just going to click one, if that's okay with you, because I don't think it's loading.
No, let it load. Golden Melody says, after those questions, I expected your totem to be Jeff the Killer or something. You would think so. Well, you know what's horrible is like the one I picked. Okay, so what were the couple of awful ones that I picked? Okay, I was like Tanana, and then
Christopher Columbus.
So I mean, I guess it relates to Jesus in a roundabout way.
Box 3, that's your favorite
animal.
All right, well, we're just gonna pick one because it's not
number 3, my lord.
I'll pick 3. Okay. Which of the following are you? Impatient, a caregiver, a peacekeeper, complex, handy, or a risk taker?
Oof. None of the above.
I'll pick one.
List them one more time for me.
You're impatient. Impatient, caregiver, peacekeeper, complex, handy, or risk taker?
I'm impatient. I'm going to be honest. I've been complimented for having the patience of a saint, and I think it's all a lie. I'm very good at like appearing to be patient, but inside I'm like seething. So
to battle the elements, would you cover yourself in scales, feathers, or fur?
I feel like scales is wisest, but that's gonna give me a fish. So what elements are we speaking? Fire.
I'm assuming it just means like to battle the elements, like the weather.
Okay,
that's
fur, feather, scales. I'll just go fur. Fur. I like fur better than scales. I'd rather have fur than scales.
Do you seek something familiar, something new, or something exhilarating?
All the above?
Nope, not an option.
Golden Melody says, I hear you. I'm very patient at work, but not much at home. Yep. At least I appear patient at work. I'm typically very patient, understanding at work, and in class I've been, but like with people at school, that's another story. But sorry, Taylor, one more time.
Something familiar, something new, or something exhilarating.
Exhilarating.
And you're fine. I've done a pretty bad job monitoring the chat anyway.
So I'm taking over your job, and what are we doing?
If something breaks, I will pay someone else to fix it. I will look up how to fix it, or I can fix it, no problem.
Yes. I feel like I do those in a certain order. Like, I look up how to fix it. I'm like, yeah, I could probably fix it. I'm like, you know what? Let me save myself the time and the frustration and hand it to somebody else. Like, I do all 3.
Well, you gotta pick one. Sorry.
I'll look it up. That's the first thing I do anyway.
You feel most at home near the mountains, the plains, the forest, or the water?
Good Lord.
You asked for a naturey, spirity quiz. Here you go.
It is. The mountains, the plains,
The forest
or water. Forest, I guess. That's kind of where I live.
Which of these is true about you? I do not like change. I welcome change and bring it upon myself, and I am constantly changing.
Yes.
Good.
All of the above again. We're doing swell.
What? Read them again?
Saying like I fit all of them. Oh, thank you, Golden Melody. That means a lot to us. I'm sure Taylor will be at that point very shortly. She's only got a couple more subscribers before she hits 1,000. So
yeah, I'm like 4 away.
So she's almost there. I've got a little bit more of a ways to go. I'll probably hit the spot maybe in a year or two, but till then I can mooch off of her.
Thanks.
But thank you. That means a lot to us.
Yeah, and I actually plan on live streaming next week sometime. Hopefully not at 11:44 p.m. my time. Yeah, sometime next week because I will be done with exams by then, but I still will be at school. So that's a thought.
Fun stuff.
I have a question actually for Golden Melody. I'm so proud. She signed up for my Icarus MEP, and she has never done live action editing before, and she was kind of hesitant to sign up, but she did. So I'm just wondering how that's going, or if you've started it yet. And if you need help on anything, let me know. I'm here for you then. Okay. Which is true about yourself about change there, Mackenzie?
What was the question again?
Which of these is true about you? I do not like change. I welcome change and bring it upon myself, or I am constantly changing.
It's all the above.
Pick one.
I'm constantly changing, I guess. Like, I don't like change for most parts of my life, but like, I'm so ready to be done with school. That's how I feel. Like, I want to stay in this moment forever, like of this graduation moment. But I'm ready to be graduated. I'm constantly changing.
Okay. Next question. Oh, this one's not going to be... You're not going to know the answer to this one, but all right. Good. In battle...
Oh, good. Because all the times I've battled.
Yeah, I know. You are strategizing and forming a plan, manipulating the enemy, always keeping a safe distance, charging with full strength, swift and cunning, or doing what is asked of me.
I feel like a lot of those except for charging into it, you know?
Yeah.
Because like I feel like I'd be at the back of the lines strategizing, but staying away from all the swords and spears.
Right.
I'll strategize.
Strategize? Okay. This might be the last one.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. It was like a ad.
Oh.
Okay, so it's loading now. You got the wolf!
Yes! I was hoping for the wolf.
The Native Americans regarded the wolf as an intellect in both mind and spirit, a keeper of knowledge and a great teacher, as well as a guide to the sacred. Those born with the wolf totem are most often intellectuals, like their totem, and they're usually hunters of knowledge, especially with regards to philosophy, religion, and anything else they feel might bring meaning and purpose in their lives. Like the wolf, they are often very good with handling children and make excellent teachers. Wolf people are usually quite intuitive and can often quickly discern the intentions and attitudes of others, even when they are hidden.
I feel like half of that fits me.
Ooh, we got responses. I started making subclips and placing marks in a song. I worked with live action before, but never in a music video. Okay. The pacing is so different, especially when compared to animation. Nurse so excited. I hope it turns out well. Good luck in the exams. Okay, not too far apart. Yeah. Yeah, so I've just started my part for that MEP myself, so I've got a few clips in, but not a lot. I'm working on a multi-collab with Kiara Mar Balto at the moment, and she has like 33,000 subscribers and is living the dream.
Yeah.
She's like living the dream, and I'm over here with like 900. And yeah, she opened up a multi-collab with 6 parts, and I was like, oh, I'll throw my name in the ring. What the heck? Why not? Well, but like 200 people commented. I'm like, what are the odds? What are the odds out of 200 people she's going to pick me? Well, of course she picks me. And of course now the parts are due soonish. And that's great. And I haven't used Animash in like a year. So that's
good
great.
for you.
No, it's great. I'm not the smallest channel in it either. Someone else has like 400 subs. So
small.
I feel a little better. Well, okay, but I feel better because I was expecting it to be all like multi-thousand people, and I'd just be like, hi guys, I'm the noob who hasn't used Animash since like 2015.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm excited. Nervous but excited. I'm just trying to blow it out of the water because I know that it's going to be broadcast to so many people.
Yeah. I was very sorely tempted to sign up for that as well.
Honestly, if I wouldn't have known the song, I love Fall Out Boy, and so if I wouldn't have known the song, there's no way in heck I would have signed up for it. And thank you for saying I'll do great. I hope I will.
You can do it. I like what you have so far. She has a great start.
Yeah.
So she was showing me a little bit earlier. It was good.
I'm going to take that Playbuzz quiz for myself, because now I'm curious.
Do it. Do it. You're going to get the same thing as me.
No, I don't think so, because there were definitely things that there were things that were different. Plus, I'm going to pick animal number 3, though, too, because
Okay. It was probably Wolf. But, Golden Melody asks, which Fall Out Boy song?
It's, the Phoenix. The Phoenix? It's off of, I think it's off of Young and Menace. Or no. Or Save Rock and Roll. It's off of Save Rock and Roll, I think.
Yeah. So be sure to read off your answers as you answer them too.
Oh, well, I'm already on like
okay, well
5. Well, I'll back up.
Be that way. Just no, it's fine. Just
you're fine. All right. So for which following word I feel a strong connection to, I'm picking survive.
Okay.
For animals, I'm picking animal 3 because I don't know what they are.
Okay.
For which of the following am I? I'm picking impatient because I'm also impatient.
Yeah.
To battle the elements, I am also picking fur. My soul seeks something familiar.
Okay.
If something breaks... Ooh. This one, it depends. If something breaks... I'll pay someone else to fix it. Let's be honest.
I'll probably be the one fixing it.
Yeah, I'll pay you to fix it.
But you won't pay me. Be like, thanks, Turtle Duck.
I'll just send it to you, say, fix it, and then leave.
Exactly. That's what you would do. You'd send it to me, be like, help! Fix it!
So true.
I'd fix it. You'd be like, thanks, bye.
Your spirit feels most at home near the forest, which is usually what I put on things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which of these is true about you? I do not like change. I welcome change. Or I do not like change.
Lutheran.
Oh, yeah. You're a Lutheran too.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I can say that.
In battle, I don't know. The Slytherin in me wants to say swift and cunning, but I don't know what I would actually do. I'm not all that swift. Where is the option for sprinting for about 20 feet and then falling over because it's too far?
Falling over and playing dead, so you get the upper hand, and that makes you cunning.
Would that be manipulating the enemy?
Yes.
I'll say doing what is asked of me, because that's fair. All right, it's calculating. Oh, no.
Wolf?
I got the sturgeon.
The sturgeon?
I'm a fish.
Yes, fish.
Okay, the sturgeon is a symbol of strength and longevity to Native Americans. Like salmon, sturgeons swim upstream to get to their spawning grounds. So sturgeon have the strength to swim against the current and the ability to survive despite hard times. And so too do those whose birth totem is sturgeon. Sturgeon are very graceful swimmers, causing very little disturbance as they move through the water. Water is the element of emotions, and so it is one of the sturgeon's people's life tasks to learn to master their emotions and to swim gracefully through their lives, causing little friction or disturbance.
You're a good swimmer, huh?
Yeah, apparently. I used to be on a swim team, fun fact.
Oh, there you go. So it fits.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, it works.
All right, I'll go back to actually monitoring chat now.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask you too, and I know you haven't worked on your final part. Are we ending this collab on a happy note or sad note? Because I can't decide for the song if it's happy or sad.
No, I don't know.
Because are we like trying to be comforting? Like if you've ever been alone, or are we like you just know the feeling?
I'm here with you. I think I've ended all my parts happily.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I was just trying to figure out how I should wrap up this part, and if it was going to be sad, I would not use the scene that I'm currently using. So
no, because I wrapped up my Thor part happily, and I wrapped up my Your Name part happily. So I can't really. Okay. Yeah, it would just. I feel like it'd be out of nowhere.
And you delete a part and you just scooch everything over because you're matching everything up to the beat anyhow. It's like, oh, it probably still fits here.
Oh, yeah. We should probably tell Golden Melody what you're working on. So we started over spring break, I think. So a couple months ago, we started a collab with the song Dark Blue by Jack Mannequin. But we haven't actually gotten around to editing it until very recently. So we each have 3 parts, I think. 3? Yeah.
Yep, 3.
And we decided to challenge ourselves with each part we have to use a different medium. So one part we have to use an anime or an anime like movie type thing. One part has to be live action and one part has to be animash. So for my 3 parts, I'm using Your Name, Thor Ragnarok, and an undecided film.
Yeah. Probably Lion King.
Let's be honest.
And I'm working with, I've got Spirited Away, which I'm trying to throw together. I've got a Harry Potter part, and then I've got like a little smidgen of Brother Bear, which I think is partly how we got into the Brother Bear topic.
It's partially that, and I'm using it in my...
Yeah, that too. But most of that first part's going to end up being intro anyhow. But I'll probably end up using like our Animash personas just so I can say, oh, I had an Animash part, not like...
Oh, Lord. Who even is my Animash persona? It's Kovu, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, Lordy, it's been a while.
I've made lots of great maskings of him and Alu. Like, they just seem to line up pretty well.
Oh, good.
So, well, not like right this second, but like in the past for thumbnails, I feel like I've gotten some pretty decent thumbnails from those 2 characters.
So maybe I should use Lion King too then, since he's my...
You could. You could use... Since Lion King's in the same franchise, if you really wanted to combine movies, you could.
I could.
So, yeah. So, my hopeful goal for this is to have this wrapped up before I leave.
Oh, wow, that's ambitious, but all right.
I think we can, because we still got 4 weeks before I leave.
I thought you leave the 3rd.
No. I leave the 13th of June. I get back July 4th.
Oh, yeah.
Kaylee leaves the 3rd.
Oh, okay.
And she's gone till August 6th.
She's gone forever.
Yes, she is. For 9 whole weeks learning Japanese.
Golden Melody asks, where are you leaving to?
I am headed this summer on a study abroad trip to Tokyo. So I'm going for 3 weeks, and I'll be staying with a bunch of people that I don't know. And we're going to learn about, I'm taking a Japanese film studies course, so we're going to look at 4 different Japanese film directors and learn all about them. So should be interesting. I mean, it's interesting for me because it doesn't apply towards my degree. So it's actually counting as a modern foreign language class.
You're such a world traveler. Golden Melody says, wow, Lucky, I'm so happy for you.
Thanks. I've actually really wanted to go. There's been a couple other trips I've signed up to go on. One my sophomore year, and then one just a few months ago that my school was actually supposed to take. And then we couldn't get enough people invested in going. And a lot of it's because people are afraid because of what the North Korea situation was like. They're like, oh, North Korea is going to bomb Japan, which I just thought was a little silly. But anyway, the trip got canceled through school. So I ended up finding a trip through a different study abroad agency. So the study abroad agency has been great to work with. But trying to work with my school and the study abroad agency has not been a fun process. Like my school doesn't seem to understand what I'm doing. So explaining things to them and trying to get them to help me has been horrendous.
But you did it, and we're all so proud.
I did it. Thanks, friend. I appreciate it. So yeah, it should be interesting. I don't speak a lick of Japanese. I know some phrases. So I'm relying on everybody else to kind of protect me. I guess I just got the itinerary this morning. The temporary itinerary anyway, what they think we're going to do. And the one morning, our trip leader is going to take us to the subway station. And they're going to pair us into twos. And from 9:30 until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we have to do a scavenger hunt on the railway. So it forces us to learn how to navigate. And I was like, no.
That'll be so fun.
Oh my gosh. We're going to get so lost.
That's fine.
We're going to get horribly, horribly lost because it's in Tokyo.
That's what Google Translate's for. Let's see. Golden Melody says, bummer. All that stupid red tape. I'm glad that it worked out in the end, though. Japan has some really great directors, so I hope you enjoy your studies.
Well, thank you. I'm sure it'll be interesting. I know Miyazaki is one of the directors we're going to focus on, but there's 3 other directors that are from much like mid-century from, this last century. So it'll be interesting to see how that fits together.
Golden Melody also says, that's a really clever idea, though. I'm assuming about the subway thing.
Yeah.
For learning how to get around. I'm sure you'll survive.
Hopefully. I don't think they leave me behind anywhere. They would come find me or something, but it should be interesting.
You would hope. She says, is one of them Akira?
Let me see if I can look up. Let me see if I can look up my. What would it be called? What is it called, Taylor?
Syllabus?
Yes, thank you.
Mackenzie, you barely are out of school.
It's been so long since I schooled. It's been all of a week. Completely forgotten how school works. Okay, yeah, because I thought I had still had the syllabus. I will tell you in 1 second. It's if I can find them. Oh yeah, he is one of them. So it's Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai, Ikuru, and Rashomon. Hayao Miyazaki, and we're looking at like Spirit Away, My Neighbor Totoro. These are all possible movies. Like we're not going to watch all of them, but maybe a couple. Hideaki Anno with Kaori Kano, Shikijitsu, and Shin Godzilla. And then Yasujiro Ozu, I Was Born But, Tokyo Story, Late Spring and Autumn Afternoon. So stuff like that. So I think 3 of those directors, or at least a couple of them, it'll be like black and white films. So it'll be interesting because I admittedly haven't watched a lot of black and whites. I tend to watch mainly animated films, and if I'm not watching animated films, I'm either watching a comedy or a rom-com or something like that. So it should be interesting. Excuse me. I just realized too it's 1 a.m. So
yeah.
My roommate's not home.
Yeah.
Is she alive, you think?
Probably.
Okay.
I feel like you would know if she wasn't.
Would I though? Like if he killed her and just left her for dead?
That's not positive thinking, Mackenzie.
I'm sorry. I'm a worrier. I am the mom figure of this group because I'm the oldest one. So I'm like, I feel like I'm going to peel back one of my headphones here just in case she comes in. I can hear her. I am such a mom.
You are.
Not ready to be one, but untouchable.
It's all right. You can be my mom.
Yay. I'll adopt you. It's fine. Yep.
Okay. All right.
You got that?
Yep. Akira Kurosawa, that's how I'm
Close.
going to pronounce it. That's as good as
Kurosawa.
I'm going to get, is a legend. Many of his films influenced Western filmmaking. The Hidden Fortress was where Star Wars originated from, and Seven Samurai was the inspiration for A Bug's Life.
Ooh, interesting. Well, I look forward to that then. I'm like excited to gain a new level like perspective. Well, like in regards to that, because when I think older films, I tend to think Hollywood and like American Hollywood, and that's it. So I'm very interested to see like other cultural influence and like how that all weaves itself together in the grand scheme of things. So I'm almost wondering if I just scooch this over for a second here, so I have more room to play with. Maybe. Hang on. Drag some more clips out here first. I feel like I should just grab this here because I like using this scene here. She runs up to him.
Golden Melody says, I studied film in college, and there is so much beautiful cinema from all around the world. Asia in particular has a rich history of cinema. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did.
Oh, that's so cool. I really, honestly, I wanted to study film, and I wanted to go into and get some sort of like filmmaking degree. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do animation or just focus on like editing, kind of those different aspects of film and film studies. But I got a scholarship to go to a local college, and so I just went with a graphic design degree, which has been nice. Like I've been able to weave in like film studies in a way into that, but it's been like mostly on my own. Like it hasn't been in a classroom setting. So don't mind me. Sorry, I'm like losing my voice.
I use Spirit in this video. Is everyone else going to use Spirit? Probably. It's fine.
That's fine.
There's a fire in this. You can Phoenix.
I mean, it works. To make it just take like Harry Potter and be like, Fox.
The Phoenix and literal Phoenix.
I'm trying to think of any other Phoenixes in like animated film. I cannot think of anything. But
It's
once
fine.
my books become movies,
yeah, okay.
you don't believe?
No, I believe you. I'm just
You
trying
don't
to
believe.
I believe you.
You don't believe.
I believe.
You have no faith.
I believe.
Oh, ye little faith.
Let's see. Golden Melody says, I hope I can use my degree someday. After I graduated, I came home to take care of my family and pay off my student loans. I want to move back to Utah since they have a thriving indie movie scene.
Ooh.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. I like when I think Utah, I think of well, I mean, Studio C is the first thing that jumps into my mind because that's what I know from Utah is like, is it BYU?
I have no idea.
Brigham Young
Oh,
University.
yeah, I think that's in Utah.
Yeah.
Oh, we have History Has Its Eyes on You.
Hi, Eden. How's it going? History always has its eyes on you. It's like Firebelly's specialty.
It's not my specialty.
It is. All the Hamilton references.
Aiden asks, how are you?
I am good. I am slowly losing my voice. I don't know how long we've been streaming for.
It's currently 1 a.m. my time, and I'm getting up at 8 a.m. to get ready for graduation tomorrow.
Go to bed. Why are you still here?
Because my roommate's not home, and I'm not going to sleep anyway while she's gone. And I figure while I talk to her is when I can pack for the weekend to visit my parents. So, I mean, honestly, I'd rather be streaming right now than like sitting in a dark house by myself. So,
I think I can show Little Creek.
Yeah, I think so.
Good. Going to. Okay. Aiden says congratulations. And Golden Melody says, yep, Brigham Young University is where I went. Because of the LDS Movie Studio and the Sundance Film Festival, the area attracts a lot of filmmakers.
That's really cool. I guess I just didn't put like 2 and 2 together and realize like Sundance and stuff. That's really cool. Very, very cool. Oh, cool. Oof. Yeah, I hear lots of good things about BYU.
Aiden says, I'm 12 and we're both East Coast.
Cool. Oh my goodness. I need to crack my back. My cats are running around with a frenzy right now. It's the witching hour. Once it hits at about this time of the night, they just go crazy.
Aiden says 6th grade, so I have a long way to go. Man, I remember when I was in 6th grade.
6th grade feels like yesterday. Like, and I'm sure everybody's told you this, but like it'll go by so fast. Like you'll hit the freshman year of high school and you're gonna be like, oh man, I have 4 years. I can't wait to get out of here. And it'll happen so fast you'll turn around and be like, wait, like I was just kidding, I swear. Like I could do like another couple high school classes, it's fine. Like and then you get to college and you're like, wow, I got 4 to 8 years left to go. Like, what am I gonna do with life? And like I'm just gonna be so busy, it's gonna last forever, and then it's just gone.
Aiden says he subbed for the Avatar and Hamilton mix. I'm assuming.
Awesome! If you're not already subbed to Firebelly, you should subscribe to her because that's what she focuses on. I only did the
That's what I focus on. Do you know how long it's been since I made one of those?
That's what you've done a lot of, and that's how you've gained a lot of your momentum and popularity, I would say. It's like a signature of yours.
4 months. I mean, that was congratulations. Last time I did one that was actually from Hamilton was... What? Did Skylar Sisters get taken down?
Did it too?
I think it did. Wow, okay, never mind.
Let's see. Golden Melody says, I really enjoyed BYU. It's where my mom went to school too. Our animation program channeled a lot of students into DreamWorks internships, so we had lots of DreamWorks students in the media building. That's really cool. I mean, had I been bold enough to go out of state for college, that's somewhere I would have probably considered. Because for a while I looked at like Full Sail, but I never I don't know, thinking about how much Full Sail costs. So I was like, I don't know if I could do that. But I wonder about BYU. Would have been a really cool experience. She could barely remember the 6th grade. I mean, I can remember most of my memory of 6th grade. I don't know, 6th grade was a weird year for me. I matured a lot earlier than my classmates, and there was only 10 people in my class, so I ran out of people to talk to, like 4th through 6th grade. So it was awkward, but
6th grade was weird for me because I spent half the school or half the year at Saginaw Arts and Sciences Academy, which was like I don't even know how to describe it. It's
prep.
It's like a prep school, yeah. And I hated it. And so I switched semesters, and then I went to White Pine after that, and then I stayed there. And yes, I just checked. Skylar Sisters got taken down. It's gone.
That's so unfortunate.
Yep.
Golden
Melody says, my baby sister will be in 6th grade next year. It's crazy. That was more than half of my life ago.
Wow. Oh, those feelings, man. Nostalgia. Oh, I feel so old. And I mean, I'm not that old. I'm the oldest of our friend group though, because I'll be 23 in August, and that just like feels ancient to me. Like, I know it's not 23 is not that old. I'm still closer to 21 than I am to 30. But my mind just immediately goes to, well, the next big milestone age for me will be 25, and that means I'll be closer to 30 than I was to 18, and that just like, and then it makes me go, what am I doing with my life?
This is why I like keeping you around. You make me feel young. That's how it works.
So glad I could make you feel that way. I mean, you are a baby still, so.
I'm not a baby.
You're a baby.
I'm the oldest of my friends here. By a bit.
They're all babies, too.
Yeah. Well, my Seagate backup plus hard drive just decided to eject for no apparent reason.
Cool.
That's great. Good thing nothing corrupted.
So you can monitor the chat then.
Yeah, great. Thanks, guys. Okay. Golden Melody says, I'm not that old either. I'll be 25 in July, but I feel like my life is going by so fast. I'm going to be a Christmas cake.
Oh, this crazy, crazy, crazy.
And Aiden says, I always question life when I hear history has his eyes on you.
Yeah.
As a poli-sci major, same.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
I spend too much of my time around various forms of government to not do the same thing.
Up until a couple of years ago, I avoided any talks with the government like the plague.
Oh, I still avoid any talks. Golden Melody says, has anyone here seen Coco, the Pixar film?
Yes.
I actually haven't.
Why haven't you seen it yet?
Don't know.
You know what we're watching after you make me watch Thor?
You gotta watch Thor. It's so good.
But Coco is better. Oh my goodness, Coco is better. I have never cried so hard in a theater before.
Cried in the theater?
I cried in the theater
I don't like
for Coco.
crying in movies.
Well, you've done it already, so you'll be fine.
Golden Melody says, oh, you're in poli-sci. What are you going to do with that? Well, that's a question. That is a loaded question if I ever heard one. So last summer, I worked at a state-based think tank that works in like policy and public policy and government stuff, but only at a state level. And so I worked there last summer in their communications department, and I liked it a lot. So I'm going back there again this summer to do the same thing. And I'm hoping near the end of the summer, I can kind of go up to my boss and be like, hey, you want to give me a job? And hopefully that'll work out. If not, then I have absolutely no idea.
But you'll just come and we'll be YouTubers. I'll quit my job and we'll just YouTube for a living.
Yeah, okay. You're not monetized. I'm not monetized. This is not a viable business option.
You'll be monetized soon enough.
You said I was going to be monetized by the time school got out. It didn't happen. You
know what? You know how close it is, though? Do you see how... Tell me that prediction was not on point.
We were 4 subscribers off from being on point.
I am so close. Like, I mean, you're technically not done with exams. You could still hit that before end of exam period. I'm calling it.
It's fine. Okay. Aiden wants us to try and say his last name.
Oh, I had to put my glasses back.
You're such an old lady.
I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so
Golden
scared.
Melody says, Coco is so pure. I disgusting sobbed at that film in the theater, and I still cry every time I watch it. It's just so beautiful, and lots of the Hamilton songs remind me of Coco characters.
Oh, I could see that too.
That could be your new thing, Mackenzie. We were talking
Coco
about
Hamilton crossovers.
There you go. There's your thing to do. I got Avatar and Hamilton. You do Coco and Hamilton. Great.
For some reason, I feel like that's not going to make me as big as you.
You know, you don't know until you try. Now, do you?
That's true. Fleming Ramsey? Am I right? Fleming Ramsey? Mine wants to pair the G and the R and go Fleming Ramsey. So I feel like it's Fleming Ramsey.
It sounds very Irish. Fleming Ramsey. Fleming Ramsey would be my guess. But,
yes, I would highly recommend Coco. It's my favorite Pixar film to date.
Oh, we were right.
Right. Yes. Oh my goodness. I feel so much better now. I was really scared.
I've never had the personality for poli-sci, but it sounds so fascinating. Good luck. Thanks. Yeah. In all honesty, I don't really have the personality for it either. Like, I can't stand talking about like national politics because it drives me up a tree. But I can do state politics because people don't get as heated. And I don't know. I feel like I can make more of a change and more of a difference. And my opinion matters more on state-based or local-based things than national. where I just feel like I'm adding to a giant echo chamber of just awful. We should live stream Coco together, then we can all cry over animated skeletons.
Oh my gosh. If I wasn't afraid of like getting in trouble for doing that, I would. I almost wonder if we could set up we just all hit play at the same time. Because I know a site where we could all go to watch it that's fairly safe.
Fairly safe.
Yeah.
So reassuring.
It's fairly you just have to be careful what you click on.
Oh yeah.
As long as you know what you're clicking on, it's fine.
Yep. Yep. I have a fair share of sites like that. I know.
All right, Eden, thanks for stopping by.
Okay. Yeah. We're kind of here for forever. Because Kaylee will never. And my roommate's not back either. So.
They're both dead.
No, my roommate, we were supposed to hang out tonight. And then she went to a help session and realized she didn't know as much as she thought she knew. So who knows when she'll
That's
be
always
back.
good, you know.
Well, the Melody says you could probably stream it on Rabbit. I know other people.
Oh, that's what it was. Yep, Rabbit.
What Rabbit is. What is a Rabbit?
It's basically a streaming service where you put in a movie and everybody can watch it and comment in the chat.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I've tried to participate in those before and watch them, but I tried using Safari as a browser and I don't think it worked with Safari. So I'm sure if I ran it though through Chrome or Firefox, it would be fine. Because I have all three of those browsers on my dock. Gremlin, stop. No, don't get into that stuff. Cats.
I don't have cats.
Still snuffling. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised she's not back. I mean, I am and I'm not, because the last date she was on, she was out till... I mean, it was 1 or 1:30.
Let her have fun with her man. He's going to Virginia, and she's going to be sad.
I know, but I don't know. I'm just a worrywart, and I'm a negative thinker. But
I use Chrome when I watch on Rabbit. I think it does give Firefox users problems for some reason.
Okay, I'll take a note of that. So maybe we could. That would be really fun to do. Could have movie nights. Maybe that's how we watch Thor.
Yes, I will watch Thor. If anyone ever comes up to me ever and says, "Do you want to watch Thor 3?" and I say no for any reason, please take me to the nearest hospital. Golden Melody says that makes sense that you prefer local government. When I was in high school, I was on our town's historical preservation committee.
Ooh.
It was fun, and I did feel like I was making a difference. That's cool. I've never been on a historical preservation. I just finished an internship this year at a redevelopment commission that does they redevelop rundown pieces of town and stuff. That's my big local government debut.
I make pretty pictures. That's what I feel like my degree is in. I make pretty pictures.
If you refuse to watch Thor, we'll just assume you've been taken by the body snatchers. It's just such a great movie.
Oh, I'll have to take your word for it.
No, yeah, it's just not the first two. I'm not a fan of the first two.
I mean, I remember not minding the first one, other than I was like, man, that romance was fast.
You are not wrong.
And I mean, in those sorts of movies, they kind of have to be, but when I say Man of Steel did it better, you know they did something wrong. You know. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, what am I doing? See what you did, see what I did.
What do you do to me?
That's Golden Melody, if you haven't ever seen, what is it, Miranda Kathleen Reese? Miranda?
Yes. Miranda,
something like that. She does Google Translated of songs, and she did "Look What You Made Me Do" by Taylor Swift, and
it's hilarious.
The greatest. Golden Melody says, hey, local infrastructure is important. It may seem like a small contribution, but there will be people living in that town for years to come who will appreciate it even after you've been forgotten. You're not wrong.
It is true. Well, that was way too fast. I just wish that this wasn't so laggy so you could see almost more real time what I'm seeing. This is pretty laggy.
Sorry.
That's fine.
I've almost got all the clips in for this part.
That's good. I'm almost there for Dark Blue, having all the clips, and it's only taken, what, 2 hours? I mean, I've been fairly distracted, but chill.
I decided to use Spirit and Balto for the ending of that one.
There you go.
Because the young blood part was its own thing, and I didn't feel right using Balto for that long, especially because the part I wanted for Balto is to...
oh, that one is a good one, too, Golden. The I'll Make a Man Out of You. She just did one the other day she posted. She did a Google Translates of God Help the Outcasts. Oh no. It's pretty good, too.
I like the Hercules one. The Go the Distance one is pretty good too.
Oh, that was pretty good too. I mean, I have yet to see one of hers that I'm like, well, that's not that as good as the others. Like, they're all pretty on par, you know. Oh, another one of my favorites is I See the Light from Tangled. And at last I see the fire.
Me.
Oh, hi, cats. My cats are wondering when I'm going to feed them.
Never. Yeah, I've just kind of made an unofficial fire theme for these parts, except for the Guardians of the Galaxy part. Like, I feel like a lot of these clips have very orangey and yellowy feel to it, and then all of a sudden there's just like blue, and I'm like, oh well.
Blue.
Golden Melody says, and the lag doesn't seem too bad to me. You guys are responding quicker than most streams I go to.
Oh, good.
Yeah, if you, like, from my end of it, if I say something, it takes a good, I think, like maybe 10 seconds before it shows up on stream. I wonder, hold on, I'm gonna try and time it and see how long the lag is.
Okay.
Let me see.
That's not terrible. I mean, I'm on low latency right now, okay, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Set, go. Yeah, it's about 12 seconds.
Really? Yeah, that's still surprising to me.
Oh, no, sorry, 11 seconds. It's about 11 second lag.
Still, though.
Yeah. I swear, if anybody has never seen Spirit and they watch this part, it's just going to look like a movie about horses and explosions.
Nice.
I'm here for it. That's fine. Huh?
It's the best kind of movie. Horses and explosions.
Horses and explosions.
My next film. Horses and explosions. I think there's some sort of joke I could make there, but I'm reaching for straws.
That's fine.
Yes. Stop. I will feed you in a little bit. I know. I understand. I'm going to look like a zombie tomorrow, but it's fine.
No, do you need to go to bed? It's your graduation. I don't want you to be
No,
like...
I don't want to go to bed. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Don't make me go to bed. I mean, okay, graduation's at 11. I told my mom to call me at 8 to make sure I'm up, but that doesn't mean I have to be up at 8. As long as I'm there by 10 a.m., I should be fine. I just gave myself time in case I need to recurl hair or whatnot.
Golden Melody says, haha, I feel like lots of Miyazaki films would look insane to an outsider who has no context.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, my Harry Potter energy's full. Got to do another mission.
No.
3-hour missions, then not so much.
Right. Do an hour mission or do a class.
Well, the problem is I finished my class, like the prep part of the class,
Mm-hmm.
So now I just have to do the actual class.
Oh, I see.
Golden Melody. We've been playing the Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery app. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
And we have our complaints. We enjoy it, but we have our complaints.
So many complaints. I have to know how the story's going to go at this point, but I'm not spending a dime on this game. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Should I ask McGonagall about Revelio, or should I do my lesson for Reparo, Mackenzie?
Revelio.
Let's see. Golden Melody says, "Woot, your energy will be filled until you sneeze or drop a potion or something. Then it'll be back to the grind."
Yep.
I'm gonna head over and talk to Professor McGonagall. Hello, Professor McGonagall. I'm here to speak to you. There's this rumor that a student may have snuck into another house's common room. Not me. What?
Nope, definitely not me.
I still want to know what would happen if you were in Gryffindor.
I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Oh, McGonagall just gave me 28 points for sneaking into her own common room.
I know, isn't that great?
God bless McGonagall.
Way to go for Gryffindor. Thanks for showing bravery, even though it was the wrong thing to do. Here's some points. Because I know Snape was awful to you. Basically how I read that. It's kind of how I feel like I was rewatching parts of Sorcerer's Stone the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Just so I could, work on the part. And I just, am once again just baffled by Dumbledore's character and oh, yes, well, Harry and Hermione and Ron broke all these rules, so they'll get all these points, and so they'll take the house cup from Slytherin. I'm like, okay. I'm not a big Slytherin fan, but that seems totally unfair to me. Because it's not like the Slytherins cheated to get to where they are.
No, they didn't. They worked hard.
So I don't understand, you sure give them some points, but they broke all the rules. And yeah, they saved something, but they broke all the rules. What are you instilling in these children?
I do not want to start an 8-hour transfiguration lesson.
Oh, you don't? Why not?
I want to go to bed.
No, you don't. We're going to stay up all night until my graduation.
She says that she yawns. Golden Melody says, I don't really know how to feel about Dumbledore. Sometimes I love him. Sometimes I just want to hate him forever.
Yeah. His favoritism is not my thing. He knows, Harry's part of this prophecy. But don't you feel like it's, drawing a target on this kid who, a lot of kids already hate? So you give him the special award, you're like, here, kids, look at this kid that I favorite over the rest of you. I think he's the chosen one, too. And, there's a way to, you could reward somebody for being a hero and not have them win the house cup. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially when Slytherin had won it for 7 years. They had a streak. Ugh, I'm
sorry, friend.
In case you're wondering, I'm a Slytherin. You were wondering.
She is a Slytherin. I am a muggle.
You're not a muggle. Get out of here.
I'm a muggle. I've gotten the answer to every house. I have to be a muggle.
I always get Slytherin or Ravenclaw, but I think it takes a lot of knowledge. You need to be dedicated and smart to be a good Slytherin. I mean, Crabbe and Goyle weren't all that bright, but I mean, I would not call them good Slytherins, so.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty sure I was a Ravenclaw for a long time. I'm like, I am creative, but I feel like, I don't know, I'm not a very, school learner. I like taking initiative on my own to learn. I don't really I don't know. It depends on the subject. If it's stuff that I like, cool. But if I'm not I want to gain all the knowledge in the world kind of a person. So
yeah,
so then
Golden said, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and then I'm not brave like a Gryffindor because I'm quite terrified of people. And then I don't feel like I'm very ambitious. I'm kind of happy with where I'm at. So I guess Hufflepuff. I'm a good finder.
Yeah, Golden Melody says Hufflepuff here. I hear that we're BFFs with Slytherin.
Well, there you go. I mean, your dorms are right next to each other, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And then Aiden says, I will never understand Harry Potter.
Aww. Harry Potter.
No, I think Slytherin and Hufflepuff get along so well because they're both, I don't know, I think their traits, I heard your cat.
Yes, that's Riri.
Their traits just kind of. Okay, Golden Melody says, see, I'm attached to the Marauders era characters, and so often I feel like Dumbledore could have done more for them. And then Aiden says there's nothing wrong with being an introvert.
That's true.
Yeah, Dumbledore, or he could have, like, stepped in and been like, hey, James, maybe don't bully this kid.
Yeah, don't bully him, because he's going to turn to the Dark Lord, and then it's going to really screw the rest of us over.
Golden Melody says, okay, Aiden, I didn't watch Harry Potter until I was in my 20s. There is still time. I remember going to the premiere of Deathly Hallows Part 2? One of them. Whichever one came out whenever I was dating Eric.
Okay.
Because we went on a date. And that was a time and a half ago.
Yeah, it was. Yep. I read the books actually in 6th grade. That was like one of the first big book series I read because I was like in the Warrior Cats phase of books. So I read a bunch of those, but I was looking for something longer and I wasn't totally into reading yet. It was just like, it was okay. I could, I'd rather do that than like do classwork or quite frankly go to recess. So I would read books instead. And so, let's see, I went from Warriors, and then I somehow jumped into the Inheritance series with Aragon, and loved that. And then my best friend, Kaylee, at the time, said, hey, you should really read Harry Potter. I'm like, but everybody reads Harry Potter. I don't want to read Harry Potter because everybody's reading it. But then I read it, and I loved
we have
it,
nice voices.
Oh, thank you. It's odd for me to hear, because I'm one of those people who doesn't like their own voice.
I think everyone doesn't like their own voice when you hear it because you're just not used to hearing it.
That's true. I mean, I feel like in some contexts I can sound like a guy, so I don't know.
Cats, stop it.
I thought that was Kaylee. I was like, Kaylee!
No, it was the cats are chewing on plastic in my room, so because
they're hungry. You're starving them.
Did you not hear me when I got up and fed them just a little bit ago? It's because I'm sitting at my desk and they're like, oh, if you're sitting here, just feed us more.
Golden Melody says, I never read the books or watched the movies growing up. Then one semester while I was studying for finals, I randomly decided I should see what this Harry Potter stuff is all about. And I binged the films and never looked back.
Yep. It's just very like, there was nothing like it before its time,
Yeah, I'd agree.
It's very original and ingenuitive, and it's sparked a lot of other series.
Yeah, it was the beginning of an era.
Yeah, and it's just interesting to think, like, you think of all these, I don't want to say classic writings, but like writings that are timeless that you get to read for class, and to think that there was something like that written while I was alive is really cool.
Yeah,
because I'm sure Harry Potter 50 years down the road is still going to be what it is now. Like they'll use it even more in class settings because it'll be that older book then. But it's timeless because, like, it's like set in this time period, but you don't feel like it's stuck in that time period,
Right.
Because it's separated enough that you don't feel like it's grounded in the 80s.
Right. Well, and I think that's partially why she made it a totally different world. Kind of.
Yeah.
Also, Aiden says Avatar is life, by the way.
It is, though. I have to watch Avatar again because I'm going to be honest, I haven't watched it all the way through since my first watching, probably.
Mackenzie!
And then since then, I've watched here and there as you and Kaylee have watched some episodes, but like...
You heathen!
I'm sorry. It's been a while. It's been a hot second. And same thing with Korra, though. I've only watched Korra once through.
I've seen Korra twice now, but... Gold Melody says, it is very original, as much as I don't agree with JKR and everything. She really knew what this generation was struggling with and what kind of stories and lessons they needed.
I 100% agree. I am a fan. Like, I have a lot of role models that I look up to for their talent, but I have almost zero respect for their other views on the world. So, like, things that come to mind are, like, J.K. Rowling and then, like, Lin-Manuel Miranda. Like, I love them as the creators that they are and the visionaries that they are. And for most of the, for at least Lynn, I really enjoy him as a character and as a person. But I just I can't get behind a lot of some of the stuff that they stand for. So, but I'll just kind of leave it at that. I completely agree with you, Golden. So
my main problem with JKR is I feel like now she's using Harry Potter as like a cash grab.
Yeah.
Like every now and then she'll just be like, "Oh well, Dumbledore was actually riding one-legged on a scooter the entire time, but I didn't write about it because it didn't affect Harry's journey." And it's like, okay.
Okay, that's true too. Like Dumbledore is gay. It's like, okay, well, it's fine, but like that doesn't matter to the story. At least she had the knowledge to not write that into the story.
Well, but my problem with that though is she goes out. My problem isn't necessarily that Dumbledore is gay. My problem is that she's just like, oh, I'm such an advocate for these rights.
That's what I mean.
I'm such an advocate for these rights because I created this character who was gay. And I'm like, okay, but if you're really an advocate, wouldn't you have like mentioned that ever?
Yeah.
Aiden says, okay, gotta go for good this time. Nice chatting.
Nice chatting with you too, Aiden. Talk to you later. But yeah, I just...
Or like when she was like, oh, by the way, Remus Lupin being a werewolf, that was actually a metaphor for AIDS. I'm like, J.K. Rowling.
Really? Yeah.
I'm like, okay, but
yeah, so I get it.
Like, if you're actually trying to speak out about these things, I feel like just calm down, please. Golden Melody says, same. JKR and Lin-Manuel Miranda are fantastic creators. They've made great things. Sad I have to separate their work from their personal views.
Yeah. So, like, the one thing with Lin that sticks out in my mind is one of his most recent Hamill drops. The one he did with
Ben Platt.
Ben Platt. I was so excited for. Excuse me. And then so bummed with, like, the movement. It was tight, too. I'm like, no, can't we just, like, if it was just the music on its own, I love the song. But knowing, like, that the political thing had to come in with the song is what hurt me. Like, can't we just have, like, can we not separate the entertainment world with the political world? Just, like, we'll deal with political stuff when we can. And then when we're not dealing with political stuff, let's just, like, all agree to disagree and enjoy our entertainment. Like, could we not? I don't know.
Sorry, I got quiet. I was putting in markings.
You're fine.
No, but I get that. I mean, I just, as a political science major, I get so frustrated. And I understand why, like everyone has a voice in the government. I get that. And that's fine with me. I get so frustrated, though, when people who are, like, celebrities or just normal people, like, come in and they're like, oh, no, this is how the government should function. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't come into your job and go, excuse me, you're doing this wrong. So why are you coming into my sphere and telling me what to do? Like, Facebook trolls, mainly what I'm talking about here. I'm like, excuse me.
Like, I'm not even going to claim that I know almost zero political stuff. I know right wing, left wing. That's about it. And I know what I believe, what I think is right. And I use that to kind of guide those moral values and decide, like, where I align myself on that spectrum. But I'm not going to pretend I know every in and out of every government dealing. Like, anything with trade laws or laws in general, like, I have very little knowledge of. So I'm not going to pretend I'm not going to go on any crusades anytime soon and, like, you must follow my way because I am right,
Golden Melody says, if you're going to insert political messages into art, shouldn't you make it accessible to everyone? Won't it be better for your message than alienating people and disenfranchising them?
Yes. Completely agree. Yeah, it just... And I know I'm not animating right now or editing right now at this point, but I enjoy being part of this conversation. But
you can switch to me if you want.
Okay, I'll do that while I talk here for a second. Excuse me, I'm trying to get my breath back and strangle my cat at the same time.
Don't strangle your cat.
It makes me think of, okay, so I have a minor in creative writing, and this semester I took a basically an intro to writing fiction class. And it's an interesting class because you could write about any topic in the world, like anything you want to, as long as it remained in a certain page amount. And so, you know, a lot of students like to use their writing as, you know, as a platform for things that they believe in. I mean, I do that too. Like a lot of my stuff that I write is faith-based, and that's totally fine. Like, but I don't feel like I don't take it and be like, you must love Jesus and hold it in front of their face. Like, I do very subtle, subliminal stuff. But there was a piece I had to read this semester from another student who basically made fun of the alt-right being hillbillies, and like it was a one-page comic piece, and it was talking about, you know, NRA and gun rights, and it just and the students were, I want to say 90% of the class loved it, because they're like, yeah, it's a great way to open up conversation between these two groups. And I just looked at them all and like shook my head. Like, I am all for using writing as a platform and for sharing ideas. But when you go out of your way to bash a group, whether it's alt-right or alt-left, you're not going to make anybody want to talk to you about the issues. You're just going to start an argument. So like, that's what I told them. They're like, oh, we never thought about that. I'm like, you didn't think hurting somebody's feelings would make them not want to talk to you? Like, so I don't know. That's just my opinion. But I feel like, yeah, if you want to bring up something and have a talk about it, let's bring it up in the neutrality zone. Like, if we're going to make fun of one group, let's make fun of the other side too, and then come to talk about it. You know, or maybe better yet, not make fun of either group. But, you know. Anywho, getting off of my platform here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, I completely, golden. That's kind of how I felt in that class, and particularly over the last few years of school, because I go to it was a fairly liberal school, and I'm one of the few that has the beliefs that I have, at least that was willing to share it. So it's an interesting experience being a conservative, and like openly sharing your faith, and like kind of the responses you get is just, I was expecting to get a lot more hate for it, because you see that in like dramatizations, but no, it was an interesting experience. So
I hate to burst everyone's bubble, but my roommate is back, so I'm going to need to go so she can go to bed.
Well, then I'll probably wrap up too, because honestly, I have to pack for this weekend and stuff still. But yeah.
Yeah, she has an exam tomorrow morning, and I don't want to be the one keeping her up.
Oh, so. Yeah, that would not be good.
No.
All right. So, yeah, just commenting on Golden Melody's last comment. I wish we'd had a creative minor. Yeah, we have a very small creative writing department.
You are the creative writing department.
Basically, we have 2 professors for our entire creative writing department. They teach 4 different classes between the 2 of them.
Oh, so my gosh.
It's very hard. They have over 100 students that they deal with, just the 2 of them. So I don't know that it'll be around that much longer. If I had to give it maybe 5 to 10 years, that would be stretching it. But we'll see. I really enjoyed my experience there. I know I've grown from the program. I just don't know, like, had we had more professors and more class options, I probably could have been better. But and I do not have a Tumblr.
I've been trying to convince her to get a Tumblr for years.
I'm scared because I'm already like glued to Pinterest. I have an Instagram and a Vimeo and a
Tumblr.
Pinterest. I'm scared. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm over here burping.
Stop drinking and it'll be fine.
I haven't had anything to drink since our first drink at the start of the stream. I do not have a Tumblr. I will consider getting one, but
Yes.
Because I feel like Firebelly is gonna make me anyways. So
no, you'll love it. It's great. It's perfect. That's not
that's
true.
what I use. That's how I use Pinterest anyways. So
all right, I have to sign off.
I will let you go, and I'm going to sign off now too. So if anybody's not subscribed who's watching this in the future, please subscribe. Let's get Firebelly to 1,000 subscribers.
So close.
And then we'll throw a party for everyone.
Party.
Everyone.
Maybe I'm gonna live stream next week. Maybe if we're at 1,000 by then, it'll be
pizza party.
It'll be a live stream party, a pizza party. How am I supposed to get a pizza party?
You're gonna send us all pizza.
How?
Because you hit 1,000 first, so you have to buy me pizza. Remember?
Oh, only you pizza? I can buy only you pizza. I'm not about to call every single one of you 1,000 subscribers and be like, "Hello, what is your address?" I think
Golden Melody would like some pizza too. So.
All right.
All right. Well, yes. Good night, everyone, and I'll talk to you later.
All right.
So, bye.
Bye.